Hey everybody, and welcome to the show. Before we get going, I want to give a big shout out to all the channel members. Thank you so much for your extra support. Whether you're a pack member, whether you're a member of the Watch, you're all a member of the Jedi Knights Watch, and I appreciate each and every one of you and your generosity. Your membership goes towards figure reviews, updating equipment, and just overall enhancing the channel, so thank you so much. If anybody is curious on what it means to be a channel member, go check it out on my page. You get emojis, video shoutouts, exclusive videos, and we do giveaways for members only at times as well. So please consider becoming a channel member. All right, friends, enough of that. Time to sit back, grab your drink, and enjoy the show. It's Wolfpack time, baby.
That's the spirit. Let's give him a shout.
Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to Wolfpack Wednesdays. I'm your host, the Jedi Knights Watch, along with my pack members, EvilSneaker, DLO The Collector, and Brick Artemis. I am in an extra good mood today, and you might think, well, maybe it's because we got some DC love. It is not that, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit, but it does have to do with DC, and it's right here. Look at this big bad boy. Look at
Let's go.
the size of this art box for
bad boy.
1989 Batman. He's here. It's going to be unboxed. Going to be filming. Going to get that review out to you hopefully by Friday. I'm excited, guys. I know we've had some mixed reviews, some worries, but I'm excited.
Very exciting.
So it's
very exciting stuff.
It's cool. Also, just got word that Thrawn is going to be shipping from Underground Figures, so that is going to be coming in the next week or so. So every time I keep talking about doing an updated room tour, now all of a sudden the figure's coming in, and it's like, well, I'm going to wait for that figure. I'm going to wait for this one. I'm going to wait for that one. So eventually we will get to that, but I got to review these figures when I can because they are few and far in between. So it's good to be with you guys tonight. It's good to see you all in the chat. EvilSneaker, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
Good to see you all, dude. I'm good. I am excited to finally say that the Mark 6 with the gantry will be arriving tomorrow for me.
Wow.
Big piece. But like you said, Underground shipping out Grand Admiral Thrawn, which is crazy because still waiting on Attack of the Clones Anakin. I don't know what's going on with that figure. Like, it's like trickling in at Sideshow, it seems like, for people. But I mean, I'm excited about Iron Man, but like this is like the Ahsoka line is beginning, which is very, very exciting. The hype for me is at an all-time high, honestly, for the Ahsoka line. So cannot wait to get Thrawn in and jumpstart that line, and hopefully we get some other Ahsoka figures coming soon. But yeah, really exciting to get some invoices rolling in.
All right. Good to have you, my friend. Also good to see DLO The Collector, and it looks like more progress has been made on that little collection room you got going on there. It looks sharp and it looks sleek.
Thank you, Graham. There's nothing little about it. It's above average, and some would say too big.
Ooh.
But,
Some.
yes. So pause. No diddy. Ooh, grab the oil.
No diddy, no doubt.
So I don't have exciting news like you guys. I'm really happy for you, Batman. I can't wait for that review. That's going to be amazing. I'm going to definitely tune in myself. Thrawn coming from Underground, that's huge. I can't wait to see that as well too. I can't wait to get mine. I don't have anything grand, but what I do have is replacement parts from Magic Case. Let's go, baby. It's built. It's built.
That's a good feeling.
Stacked. We just got to load it up, baby. That's it. So you can see the finish line.
Room tour incoming, right?
What's that? Oh yeah.
Room tour.
Oh yeah.
All
For
right.
Sheezy, mine easy. I don't
Mine easy. Nice.
I shouldn't have said that. It's weird.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that video too. Love the hat. Love the setup that you got going on there. Always clean and crisp. So DLO always bringing the style. Appreciate that. And then we do have Brick Artemis sporting the retro vintage Jaws shirt. Looking good there. How are you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm doing good. I got some figures coming in too.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, so I've got Groot, should be here Saturday, and from Guardians 3. I have 89 Batman and Anakin from Attack of the Clones on the way as well. So we'll see. I think those haven't shipped yet, but I got like the message from Sideshow, so they should be here by next week. Yep.
So that's from Sideshow. So you would think Underground then would
and Groot from
be
Underground,
right behind with that Anakin. So hopefully there's a light at the end of the tunnel for Sneaker with that.
I'm excited for that one too. It's been a while. It's been a long time coming for that figure. DLO, you ordered Anakin from Underground too, didn't you?
I did. I have.
So hopefully, I'm thinking.
I gotta
hopefully
admit, I
next
forgot
week.
all about that figure.
It's been so long, man. It's been like going
so many announcements in between.
Yeah, so many announcements in between.
Big
And
ones,
it's been
too.
like I feel like I've been. All right, see you, Graham. I feel like I've been seeing. I feel like I've been seeing people like one individual will say they got the email for Anakin from like Sideshow coming soon, and then a couple days later somebody else will get it. But it's like just been like trickling in for this figure. It's very odd.
Yeah, it really has. It feels like kind of like you said, one person will get it, and it kind of gives the idea that everybody else has it. But honestly, the more people I speak to, more people than not don't have theirs as opposed to have theirs now. So it's just been a weird one because Thrawn Underground so soon. I mean, he was just announced for release 2, maybe 3 weeks ago top now. So yeah, we've been waiting on that Anakin. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that finally coming in. But yeah, it's been very strange. Very strange.
I've also been like seeing people already selling Anakin.
That's
in
the worst,
groups.
isn't that though? You're still waiting for yours.
It's
and it's
horrible.
like, people
Like,
are
oh,
just
Anakin
on there
Vader,
like
the OB
garbage.
Vader. I think that happened. I don't think everybody has his
It's
or him from
crazy.
Sideshow.
Crazy.
Really?
Seeing like Anakin
I'm not
already up
sure.
for sale.
What was 89? 2 months ago? Was that in early August?
It was early. Yeah, I would say August. I mean, I'd say if
as well.
probably just a month, if that.
Yeah.
Which that's
So, I mean, that's a little
terrible.
quicker
That's
at
on
least.
track.
Hopefully
Yeah.
this is a good sign. I mean, at least with these recent ones, but we'll see.
Yeah, Brick, I gotta come by and see that group once you get them in too. Cause
I'm excited, man. I heard that it's not very easy to pose, but at the same time, a really cool figure. So
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to have that Star-Lord and Groot back to back that I've been talking about for a while. So that's gonna be awesome.
Where are you putting Groot?
So I got another shelf right here, and I'm probably gonna put some miscellaneous stuff here and then move what's in this shelf. I have this whole bottom row open, so I've got some space that I can kind of mess with.
Because I heard from Justin's collection that if you have the arms on that bad boy, it's going to
Yeah,
take up a
yeah.
lot of space.
Sure,
So
sure.
I know.
Probably will have to be a Maji case.
Yeah, I know when that thing was first announced, I think all of us were pretty much like, you got to get deluxe. Like, there's no reason to get non-deluxe.
Yeah.
And I still probably think that, but at the same time, I was thinking if by some chance I do get him, he's gonna go in my 6 series with the rest of my Guardians, so I wouldn't have the room for all those arms. So he'd probably have to be set up like normal Groot, which is kind of a shame, but I'm sure a lot of people are gonna run into that same issue where they're not gonna be able to use the arms just for space reasons. So that'll be interesting.
The good thing is every Groot is a little different, you know. So even if it is, you know, normal Groot, then you still have that different look.
Right.
That's cool.
Anybody on the panel? Brick's already secured him, but anybody else thinking of picking up Groot or any of the other Volume 3 Guardians? I know we've kind of kicked around the idea and we were unsure, but you guys still kind of on the fence or out?
Yeah,
No.
for me,
Oh, sorry,
I've been
Deal.
saying Rocket and Cosmo for the longest, like since day one. Like I
Yeah.
absolutely want
Those are
that
cool.
connection there. But I'll be honest with you, I've been thinking about doing something very dumb lately. And stop me
Hell.
if you think it's crazy, but what if I get Guardians 1 Groot? Because I don't feel like
That's a
I've
cool
ever
one.
truly liked Groot as much as I liked in the first movie. I mean, don't remember, Groot's great character, but like I just feel like that was like the best version of Groot. And I always kind of was hoping that like as the more movies came out, he'd get back to being that Groot, but apparently it's a different Groot. The original Groot died and all like backstory behind it. So like I kind of say to myself, man, maybe I should just go back and get that one instead of just kind of either keeping the Infinity War one, which I already have, or going with this one, which is better. But I just don't know. I just feel like the way I'm curating now, it's just like I don't care if that gets reissued because it's Groot. Like, what are you gonna do, right? Who cares?
Right.
Paint it's a little bit better.
Is that Groot big from the first movie?
He's tall.
Yeah,
I
very tall.
just is he like thick or is he pretty skinny?
Skinnier than the Volume 3, but thick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but
Honestly, you
thought
can't
about
go
getting that
wrong
one
though
too.
with any of them. They're all so different and they're all great in their
Having
own.
them in all the stages too would be cool. You know.
Yeah. I'm cheating. I'm kind of saying I already have Groot because I have the baby Groots that came with a couple
yeah.
of figures. Yeah, I got Groot. But how about you, Sneaker? Are you on the fence with those figures?
I'm not gonna get anything from Guardians 3, but I've like toyed around with the idea of adding Guardians figures slowly, but I would go back to like my favorite version of each other character, like that, or each character. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go I'm not gonna go Volume 3. I just the team suit thing for them. Like I said, I'd rather have like the most definitive look. It's kind of just like what I like to do with Marvel stuff. So not interested. Groot does look awesome though. I mean, the figures look great, but it's I've been thinking about it more now too. Just with like, we're probably not going to see Guardians figures from a while outside of these ones, so that's why I'm kind of like, now might be a good time to maybe consider getting some of these older ones because they're probably safe from some other releases of these figures. But we'll see. There's just so much stuff coming out right now. It's
Yeah.
probably gonna be waiting
Coming
a
that
little bit.
time of the year.
Yeah.
Could you guys see them doing a Artisan Star-Lord from Guardians 1? Ever?
I could see him doing Artisan, like, dude, like any main character I feel like is fair game now. Now that they did Tom Holland,
point, right? Yeah.
Now that they did Tom Holland, I feel like if they can get the production for these Artisan figures, like if they go how they are now and it like they figure out that they're like good at it and they get a rhythm, I feel like anything is gonna. I feel like they're gonna start pumping.
Like
them out more and
eventually
more.
everything's gonna be.
I think there's gonna be a
an
lot
Artisan
more.
version.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see for sure. I'm kind of just
Shout.
keep checking on my lights here. I bumped the light and I knocked off the setting and I can't get it right now. You guys all look nice and tan and I look like I'm dead or something, like complete white. So
Like Beetlejuice.
I didn't want to say anything.
well, yeah, I think we're gonna have to deal with it tonight. But yeah, it's
You're more
definitely
sideshow Beetlejuice tonight.
Looks like you've been hanging out with
Oh,
Key
God.
Diddy.
Nice model.
figure it out. All right, let's check and see who is joining us tonight. We got 44 in the house to start the show. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to all of our channels, ring that bell so you know when videos from all of us are coming out. We would appreciate it. We got Adric23, channel member in the house. Hello, collectors. Hello, hello. We got Brad Cormack, another channel member. Good evening to you, my friend. Tider FL, what is up? One Adam12, saw him on Brick's channel the other night on the Bugle 6. Good to see him. Happy Wednesday, Wolfpack. Let's fucking go. Valkyrie Magnus, another channel member. Good evening, everyone. Wolfpack Wednesday, my favorite time of the week. Let's have another great show tonight. Exactly. Let's put on a good show for you all. Let's have fun talking about these figures and see where the night takes us. We got Howard Potts. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being a channel member as well. Too Sweet to You. Expecting something big from Hot Toys after Jazz Inc.'s amazing teaser today. 92 Batman Keaton. Too Sweet. Yeah, we're going to touch upon Catwoman tonight. It's actually going to be a pretty... This is the first time in a long time this is going to be like heavy DC related show tonight. But we're looking forward to it. We got the movie canon. What is going on, Gio? Good to have you here. Evening, Wolfpack and collectors. You're given the power to cast the next Batman for live action film. Who will it be? Oof, I'm never good at this because I don't know. I'm just not good at this. What do you guys think? Anything pop into your head?
I have two. Go ahead, DLO.
All right, I got one, so you can have two. All right, so this one's kind of a cheat because he's technically played Batman before. So
Ben Affleck.
No, actually, at first I thought it was kind of a weird casting, but the more I've seen him in other things outside of where I'm familiar from, Jensen Ackles from Supernatural, The Boys. He's a lot older now, and I see him not so much as a pretty boy like he used to, but more of a Bruce Wayne type, you know. So that would be my first pick. But I mean, he's a fan favorite for a lot of folks.
Yeah.
All right. Brick, you want to throw one of yours out there?
Yeah, for one of mine, I will go Glenn Powell. He's the guy that played on Top Gun Maverick, played on Twisters. I think he would play a pretty, and he's even said he would love to play Batman. So gave me the idea of seeing him in that role, and he's kind of a rising star right now. So it'd be a great pick.
He's blowing up. I thought he'd be good for Green Lantern. I wanted him for Hal Jordan.
He would be. He'd be good, really, for any DC.
Yeah.
For
sure.
Got that look.
That's a pick. That's a really good pick.
How about you, Sneaker? You got anything?
You got one, Graham?
Yeah.
I do have one. I do have one.
I think I got one. I'm just kind of pulling
You can go first.
something out of my ass. I want you to go, though.
Nice, Steve.
So,
Steve's so nice.
I'm going to go with the actor who's in the show Lucifer. If you've seen that show.
Yeah, I know.
He would be like a cool looking Batman. Kind of fits that vibe. He'd have to change his voice from Lucifer, but that's actually a decent show. But I would go with him. I don't know his name.
Okay.
That's a good one. I'm
gonna go Scott Eastwood.
Ooh,
Eastwood's
if he could act, that would be a really good one.
I don't know. I think he definitely has the look of a Bruce Wayne.
Sure.
Could he be a Batman? Maybe, but I just started searching names online and he popped up. I'm like, yeah, sure. I think he would be good.
Okay.
So
yeah, sure. Why not?
Ooh, what do others think?
Rick, what do you got for second one?
My other one is kind of going off based more on what I'm hearing the plot is going to be about, and that is kind of an older Batman. And apparently he has, there's like he has this kid that kind of shows up, kind of like we saw in Batman Forever, and it ends up being his son, and then kind of takes the mantle. I'm not saying this is what's happening in the movies, so this is what happens in the graphic, like the comics. Batman dies and his son takes over that role. So this Batman wouldn't be around for much longer than maybe a movie or two. But Bradley Cooper would be a pretty cool Batman. He's played in the Marvel movies with oh my gosh, James Gunn, and his son. Yes, I'm gonna say it, Timothy Chalamet. Let's go.
Brick loves him some Timothy Chalamet.
I do.
Chalamet.
Good question, Gio. Thank you for that. All right, we got Nomar is here joining us. What up, Wolfpack? Christian Crosshair Cooper. What up, boys?
Let's go.
Doc Pat is here. Salute to the Wolves. Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's funny.
Big show for DC tonight. Universal Key evening, everyone. DLO says, congrats, Universal Key. Just saw. What happened? What did I miss?
He won something, so congrats to him.
Oh, nice. Congrats to you for winning.
Congrats.
We got Causal 1979 here. Tristan is joining us tonight. Thrawn has arrived, and Anakin is shipping. Great week so far.
There you go.
Yeah, it's nice when randomly you just get that email that pops up, and it's like, ta-da! Speaking of that, though, Sneaker, I don't know if you saw, but there was a correction.
I did. I saw it.
Yeah, so for underground people, it looks like the 27th of September instead of the 20th. So a week later, but still, the end is in sight, so it's all good. We got Collection Obsession here. Good evening, Trash Panda. What's up? Gold member Batman and Batgirl are easy pass. I'm with you, but I think somebody on the panel might be getting one or both of these, so we'll see. We got Wayne Timothy. Good evening, panel and fellow collectors. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, that 89 is Chef's Kiss. Yeah. Clinton Martin. Howdy, folks. Neil Horrific, channel member. Greetings, Earthlings. Stacy, good evening. Welcome to the show. Luke Christian, what's up? Chris Santos, what's up, Jedi Knights? How's everyone doing today? Doing well, doing well. We got Ekwan in the house. I was told 3 inches was big enough. What is this relating to?
DLO.
That has to do with my double entendre about my
yes,
in my collection.
Okay, that's right. We got Jazzy here with his glass of wine ready to roll. Striker 47, too sweet. I'm interested to see what is the price for the repaint Batgirl figure. I'm hoping it's not too expensive since it's basically just a new paint job. That's actually a pretty good topic to talk about too. So we'll hit that up tonight too. Batman 89 2.0 coming to me, and Art the Clown. Okay,
Nice.
all right.
Nice.
SG Collectibles. Good evening to you. We got OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Good to see you in the chat. Batman Collectibles module cases built. Well, that was quick. Talk about some work. Thanks for Jedi Knight Watch for all the module case videos, and thanks to EvilSneaker for messaging me back when I had questions. Amazing group of guys here. Appreciate that. We got Queso Blanco here as well, another channel member. Guardians 1 Groot is the best. Him and Rocket 2-pack were my third ever purchase in like 2016, and I still have them both. That's pretty cool, man. And figures like that definitely usually stick around in the collection when they mean something special. I had Infinity War Groot and Rocket, and I do like the new ones just because they cover the seams for Rocket. But those figures were still really good too. And then I think that one you had 2 head sculpts, the open mouth and then the grinning one. So, I mean, all the Rockets are really good, and that Groot is pretty amazing. So I think DLO should pull the trigger, go backwards, and get that Groot. We got Kyle Goodwin joining us tonight. Thumbs up, appreciate that. Collection Obsession, also the original Groot is the best. I think John Hamm would be an awesome Batman. The guy from Reacher, Alan Richardson.
I gotta look
Josh
up who John
Hartnett
Hamm
is
is.
the only correct answer. What's up, How You Figure? Thank you for being a channel member, and thank you for joining us tonight. Hope you're doing well. Josh Hartnett, I haven't seen him play in anything as
He
of
played
late.
in that new movie that came out. The guy that did The Sixth Sense, M. Shyamalan
Night
or whatever. his name is.
Shyamalan.
Yeah. So
Shamalama Ding Dong.
I forget what it's called, but it's something to do with like a stadium, and they're trying to catch a murderer.
Yep.
But looked pretty good.
Okay. JB is joining us tonight. Sydney Sweeney for Batgirl. Can you imagine?
Love that a lot.
Oh, we got Yomo in the house. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Jose in the house too. Hey everyone, too sweet to you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Skimming through. We got Gambit joining us as well. Channel member. Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you for joining us tonight. Always good to see you in the chat as well. All right. I think we made it through. So yeah, don't forget to hit that like button as we go through tonight. Well, let's just start by taking a look at all the joy and goodness that Hot Toys gave us this week with Batman 85th anniversary. So this is the Batman Beyond Black and Gold version. They have done this figure before. This is from Arkham Knight video game, and they decided for the 85th anniversary that it would be cool to give us this figure again and paint him gold. So I got to start with my resident Batman fan here. DLO, how excited are you on a scale of 1 to 10 for this to be the first figure announced for Batman 85 years? We've been waiting most of the year for something. I'm hoping something better is coming, but when we just never know with these anniversaries how many figures they're going to give. So what are your thoughts about this? Lazy announcement, something that the people will like? Is this cool? Is it just more Iron Man shit? What's the deal?
Yeah, 85 years of Batman. This is the best thing they thought of. So, rich history. One of the longest-running superheroes of all time. And he said, "You know what? I got it. Hear me out. Batman Beyond from Arkham, which isn't, in my opinion, an accurate Batman Beyond to begin with, but
Right.
hang on to your pantyhose. We'll paint them gold." That's all I'm thinking in my head. Like guys, you guys know how much I love Batman, right? But I mean, even I can call a spade a spade. Like when Hot Toys misses, they miss by a large margin, and this here helps no one. I don't think any person who's thinking about getting a Batman has this on their radar. If I'm being honest about this here, I can't even say it looks cool. Black and gold is normally like a nice color scheme, but just the way this one laid out, someone already made the comment. I made it myself too. When I saw that, I posted it on my Facebook page, and I jokingly said that Hot Toys has the license to Power Rangers, and they just announced Goldar. If you guys watch Power Rangers, you know who that is. So it's like, okay, I'm not mad, but I'm not excited. So for me, I'm like, I hope this isn't more of things to come, because, we have a Batgirl that we're going to talk about in a second too. And, obviously we'll touch on that when we get to her. But like, I'm hoping like, okay, these are the limited ones, right? They're going to push out 2,000. Everybody's going to go crazy for it and try to reserve doors and whatever. Good for you. Call me out. I'm out. But I'm hoping that we get some goodness, some real goodness here. We're talking like, I want to see some Adam West. I want to see some of that come back. I want to see maybe some villains come back from 66. I want them to touch on 92, which, there's other companies doing 92 now, right? So there's a lot of things that I'm hoping for from 85. I'm trying to keep my expectations and my excitement to a minimum, because I've been hurt before and I'm prepared to be hurt again. But this is, for whoever it is, I put in the categories of WB 100. Like I was out on that one there when it was the chrome blue and silver and gray. Great. I put in that same category. Not for me. More power to if you want it. But yeah, I have zero interest in this figure whatsoever. So I'm already on to the next one.
I think it makes sense that Batman Returns is going to be labeled 85th anniversary, because they've already teased that Returns is coming. I'm just going to guess that they're going to be labeling it as the 85. What do you guys think of that?
I think 100%.
Think so?
That's happening. 100% for this 85th. They're going to do Returns.
Because and that's the thing, like, I don't know if we're getting anything new. We're going to talk about Batgirl in a little bit. That's a repaint. I think Batman Returns is going to be a 2.0, and then I think if we're lucky, DLO, Adam West Batman will be a 2.0. Like, I don't know. What if anything do you guys see coming for the 85 years that would be new? That's realistic. Also,
Catwoman
from Returns.
I think those villains can come. I mean, it sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Michelle Pfeiffer was very okay with giving the license to another company. And I think if, sorry, but a bigger company were to ask her for that too, she would have said yes for that too. I don't see why she wouldn't have. And I think that they have been working on it for a while, and I could see her being announced at least by the end of the year. Now we have the Batman Day coming, I think on the 21st, which I think falls on Saturday, if my math is correct.
So this Saturday, huh?
Yeah. So I would expect, I would hope for something. I'm not saying Catwoman, but I would hope something else is announced this week. And I mean, I agree with DLO, everything that he said. I agree with Sneaker that we will get a Batman Returns, but I think with that Batman Returns, we will see some villains. What all that entails, I don't know. Is it all going to be Batman 85? I don't know. But something else I would really like for Batman 85 is something that really is, and I've talked about this in the past, but kind of like nostalgic for me. And that's the Killing Joke with the hat, the camera, you know, the button up. I mean, that would just be really cool to kind of show some love to the comics. And of course, Batman Hush, but I don't think we're going to get all that stuff, but just like some things that are in the top of my head. But it's got to be more than just repaints, I would hope. I mean, they've already failed us with Phantom Menace. I don't know if I have much hope left for that one anymore. Maybe Jar Jar, since that was teased, but they can't fail on Batman 85 also. So.
I could see them taking your ideas, Brick, and making that a Hano release. That would be cool for Hano.
That would be sweet. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That's actually a good call out.
I think you're onto something. And I like where your head's at with finally give us the 92 villains, but I don't know, so many times in the past I feel like Hot Toys has just let us down. So
yeah.
I'm
wishful
hopeful.
thinking.
Yeah, no, I'm hopeful, and I think there's a realistic chance, but at the same time, I could see Hot Toys completely just doing these two returns and something else that's been done before, and then calling it a day. The other thing that I look back at for WB 100, we only got 2 figures, and those were both not really new. Like obviously, the DX19 repainted, and then they took parts from the Wonder Woman's, and then they did give it the rooted artisan hair, but I mean, the sculpt was basically the same as Golden Armor and all the other parts. So, I mean, even that, you could technically say 2.0 or Kit Bash or whatever you want to say. So, I don't know. I feel like with DC, they're the least creative. And they don't care as much. But, Sneaker, what are your thoughts on that?
I agree that we're probably not going to get a ton of stuff. Just like what they've done, like what Brick said, like Phantom Menace. I think we'll probably get a couple more Phantom Menace, but also like it's just what's been happening. And like I'm getting into more Batman. Like I'm getting more Batman figures like this year and next year. And it's just like we've talked about, like how DLO was really frustrated with all this stuff being like 2.0, 3.0. And then to see like they have this golden opportunity for this anniversary, and then they do just some random like alternate paint job on a video game. Like it's just kind of like it's just crazy. It's just kind of like a slap in the face, I feel like, to people who want like more good Batman stuff. You know what I mean? Is this going to sell out? Probably, but this probably, even at 2,000, like I could see this like being there for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm sorry. So the number's 2,000 on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? I was just guessing. I don't even know. This was.
Yeah, I think it's. I want to say it's limited to 2,000. I could be wrong, but that's what I thought I read on Facebook. I can double check or.
See, that was just later.
When I can't hear view.
They're getting predictable.
Okay, let me see here. Let's just
hold on.
check.
Yeah, 2,000. 2,000 Batman, and then 2,000 for Batgirl as well. So it's just crazy. Like they don't do enough video game stuff, and then for them to do video game stuff and it come out to be this for a Batman 85th anniversary is just it's just such an odd decision. It's just such an odd decision. Hopefully, and this is like really wishful thinking. They're saving like the bangers for later on. But like, I think what Graham said, like what we're all kind of saying too, is I think Returns is a really safe bet for them to just 2.0 it. They already teased it, and everything that they teased at that event in Hong Kong, that ACGHK has been happening.
Yep.
Chewbacca and 3PO. We got we got Terminator. So like all of these are happening. We're probably gonna get Jar Jar for Phantom Menace, like you said, Brick. Like all of these at this event are happening. So I think Return's probably gonna happen. You know what would be a really, really smart thing to do? And what I would say, one thing that I would really want is revisit 22 Batman and give us like a Riddler or a Catwoman from that movie, or a Penguin. The show is coming out. Give us a Penguin at this time from the Batman 2022. That would be the perfect announcement with this show releasing tomorrow. Basically, the first episode coming out tomorrow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Like,
Dude, that would make me...
give us a Penguin. Like that would be so dope to get a Penguin figure from 22 Batman. So that's kind of where my thought is. Sorry, Brick, I don't know if you're going to add on to that.
No, I was just going to say that would make me like the Batman figure a lot more, is if we had figures to go with
companion.
It'd be nice to have a companion piece for sure. Yeah. Like it'd be awesome if they did a Riddler too. Like I have the Mars Toys or the 6 Feet Lane Studios one, but like it would be nice to get a Hot Toys version of just like some 22 figures. Yeah, and we know that universe is expanding with Penguin as well. So I feel like this is like a golden opportunity for them to do that as well. So we'll see. I feel like it's wishful thinking now.
I know this is not, it's just a question, and I think I know the answer, but do you guys have the slightest maybe in your head that maybe they decided to only do the Batman because of what happened with James Gunn picking up DC and starting a whole new thing? They weren't sure what was going to happen with the Batman. You know what I mean? Like after that first movie came out, and they didn't want to go all in because they didn't know how good the movie was going to go.
I don't think so. Just because you look at the Flash, we knew that was gonna be the end of the road, and it wasn't even that good. And I think if they think they can make money, they're just gonna do it. I don't know. Maybe the Batman wasn't, no pun intended, as flashy. Like it was kind of dark and you know, it was a slower burn. And I don't know. Maybe they just thought.
I disagree. I think that the way Hot Toys looks at Batman is the same way they look at Spider-Man or they look at Iron Man, right? Like they know they're gonna make money off that. Maybe they'll be more hesitant to say, like, for example, Aquaman, right? We didn't even get Aquaman for Aquaman 2. We got the villain, right? But we didn't get an Aquaman. So I think they're more like really more concerned about those other characters, but they know Batman's gonna sell. They'll make anything Batman. Sure. And I think if you think about it, I mean, with the Batman 22, I mean, they gave us stuff that we didn't get with the Ben Affleck Batman. We got a bat signal, we got a bat cycle, we got a tease of a Batmobile. So I mean, they went harder, I think, on that one than they probably did on, you know, the Justice League BVS Batman version and stuff like that. I mean, they made plenty, don't get me wrong, but heck, they even did like the crappy one for the Flash movie and the cycle for that. So I don't know. I don't think Batman is like that. I think Batman's a safe bet because there's enough Batman fans to go around to buy something Batman related. But I think Catwoman from from a 22 is more risk because she's not Michelle Pfeiffer to some folks, right? She's not that, Penguin. He's not Penguin that, people are familiar with Penguin. So those are a little bit more risky. I mean, we didn't get Danny DeVito. We haven't got a Michelle Pfeiffer. I mean, I think most collectors would agree. I'd want those versions first, and they didn't even make those. So I think they're okay with making Batman stuff, but everything else in his world is a maybe more than a yes.
Sure. Really quick, let me get to this super chat here from Derek. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. He says, I don't mind these Batman announcements, and I will still get them, but where is our Nightwing, Robin, or other new Arkham characters? The line is fantastic with great opportunities. I mean, that's the thing. Like, this probably isn't the most popular of Batman, but if you're going to do something from the video game, why not do something that you haven't done yet? At least something more original. So I totally understand that. So, Derek, thank you so much for the support. It means a lot to me. And let me see if we can give you a cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. To Wolfpack, to Collector's Own, to you guys. Cheers.
Thanks for all the support, everybody.
Thank you.
Speaking of,
I love Steve. Thanks for all your support, everybody.
speaking of Collector's Own, he's moving the StatueCon to August next year, but I might actually be able to go because we might be taking 2 smaller vacations, one spring and one in June. So I might still be able to go if you guys are interested. So let's talk about that. But
can I say one more thing, Graham?
Yeah, go ahead.
Derek, when he brought up this thing about like the video, why are they not doing Arkham characters? This type of release reminds me of when they did Star Wars Jedi Survivor and gave us a Scout Commander and nothing else from that game. Like there's so much unexplored from Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, and they give us a reissued Scout Trooper with a pauldron and a shock baton, basically, and a shield or whatever he has. So it's like, I don't know, video game, and it's mind blowing to me when you look at just like the scale of video games and how popular they are. Like it is prime video game market right now, and Hot Toys does not go all in on some of these video game lines that, like, if there were lines for me video game wise, I can name a bunch of video game lines that I would like go in deep on because there's just so many great games, and they just don't really do. They never.
This game was
right.
huge for its time. Like when this game came out, what was
really
it, like
popular.
2015 or something like that?
The Arkham games are awesome games, and like it's just very weird what they do with video games.
Sure. No, that's a great point. Let me backtrack here a little bit. Let's see. Movie Canon says, I hope we get more 85 this week. He almost says, what are we doing here, Howard? Are we getting more for 85th, or do you think that's all? I would be... DLO, you said you're not mad at this.
No.
Would you be mad, though, if we just got these 2 and they were done?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I think I would, too.
Hot Toys, listen, I've come to understand what Hot Toys need to milk the cow a little bit, feel good about themselves, and get another person to grab one of these color variants. Ooh, I got it gold this time, boys.
Hey,
It's
they're eating up the
2000
iron,
limited.
man. How about this?
While it's hot.
Yeah.
I respect the hustle. I'm not going to sit here and lose my cool over anymore. I've kind of come to accept it here. But if you come to us, 85 years of Batman, and this is all we get, I will rage. I will 100% rage.
Oh, I agree, man. And
That's
I
just-
think Collection Obsession says it best. Hot Toys 85 anniversary announcements are lazy. Show some respect to 85 years of Dark Knight history. No, and again, they might do more. So I'm probably like 80% sure they're going to do more, maybe even 90. So I do think more is coming, especially like Brick said, the anniversary date is coming up. So I do think more is coming, but still, it's just like,
So weird.
why?
Yeah.
D'Lo, remember we were talking a few episodes ago. I forget what it was about, but you were like, "Hey, if Hot Toys wants to just release a repaint of something, they'll just like do a reissue. They'll just do an anniversary." You brought that up like a while ago. This is like a prime example of that. Anniversary. Let's repaint a figure and announce it.
You kind of see it now. You've seen it enough times to kind of
it's a trend.
Smell it coming a mile away,
And
right? Anniversary, you bet your butt something's going to be repainted. It's going to be repainted, and it's going to be limited now. That's the new MO. So, listen, like I said, I'm not mad at the hustle. I get it. They got to make their money.
Yeah.
All right, they're not going to make the money on me on that particular one. More power to the person that fits their collection. If like you're in the Arkham line, yeah, that'd be cool to have a gold version of the Batman Beyond. No hood on that there, but I'm looking for them to just finally show some respect to DC and give us the good stuff. Give me Pfeiffer. Give me the Vito. Heck, give me Two-Face. Give me Riddler. Give me all the stuff. I mean, if you teased a Batman and Robin, a Clooney Batman, which I despise with every bone in my body. If you're willing to announce that, you better give me Arnold.
Yeah.
You better give me Poison Ivy.
Oh,
I don't care.
I would be so happy with Arnold.
I would too.
I mean,
too.
as bad as it was, it would be so cool.
But that's the thing.
I even think I think a Batman
do
and Robin are due like from 66, like for an upgrade.
Yeah.
Like I think those figures are due where instead of doing like the BVS stuff, you could do something like that. And if we're talking just DC, kind of branching out a little bit, like even Reeves Superman, I mean, could use 2.0. Like
sure.
there's
I
figures
could
that
Brandon
could
Roth
use
as
a
well, too.
2.0.
Superman
Also-
Returns. I go back for that one.
One thing we didn't mention too is like none of us brought up like Nicholson Joker. Like, do we think? I know we've talked about that in the past. Do we think like that's not gonna happen?
I'm closer to thinking it's not going to happen than I'm thinking it is, but I've been wrong a lot before. So
Like,
usually
do you
Hot
guys-
Toys does the opposite.
Do you guys think we'll get in this 85th anniversary? Do you think we'll get a Joker figure?
Yes.
So that
Yes. But he's
that's
gonna
my
be
question,
like-
too. So really quick, they gave us Batgirl. So it's Batman 85th or 85 years. They gave a Batgirl. How far out do you think they'll go? Do you think it's just what's related to Batman, or do you think they'll stick around more like Batman, Batgirl, or do you think they'll branch out to Joker or Penguin or Catwoman?
I think what we will get, if anything else from 85, let's say we get 2 more figures, I think both will be Batman. Maybe
That's
a
a
Robin,
good. That's
but
a really
I
good
think
point.
both
Of like,
Batman.
are we even going to get anything that's not a Batman figure?
I mean,
For
you got
the anniversary.
Batgirl, but
Like, is it going
Yeah.
to be Returns and then another
For these-
Batman?
But for this gold version and Batgirl, they're like repaints. Did they just have extra figures that they wanted to paint and throw this out and put it under 85th to start off the 85th anniversary? And now from here we will get like, stuff like the Batman Returns figure, the Batman and Robin figures. I mean, is this just to kind of kick off and say, okay, here we go. Give us a few minutes to put some pictures together for the other stuff.
is this figure waitlisted? The original of this?
Yeah, but you can get it. You can get it at a good price in the
Yeah.
secondary market. And I think
Yeah.
that one's actually badass. I actually like that
one's
figure.
bad for a little bit, didn't it? Or did I
Which
go
one, the
pretty
Beyond
quick?
one or the Batgirl?
Beyond.
No, the Beyond, like the black
Oh,
and
yeah.
one, the black and red one. Actually,
I'm
that figure
curious.
actually looks
I
pretty
like
cool.
I like the animated version of it better. I don't like this
Sure.
whole
Oh, yeah.
tactical one.
Yeah, I like the cartoon version a lot
Yeah,
better
same.
of Beyond, but I agree with Sneaker that the Beyond from the video game is way better than this black and gold
Yeah.
version.
I mean, he even painted his mouth gold, guys. I mean, he's just
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got a
crazy.
gold mouth.
Interchangeable.
Interchangeable
faces.
lower faces. What else do we got here? So just gold.
So we got a black and gold Iron Man, a black and gold Batman.
We got a
What's
gold
next
clone
to you,
trooper,
black and gold? Yeah,
gold
yeah, there you go.
stormtrooper. They love doing
Yeah.
gold.
We're doing the
They
Funko
love
Pop
doing,
thing,
We
man.
love doing gold. They love doing gold stuff, which is fine. I know some people like really like that. Some people really like doing like the gold variants because like this does look cool. It does look cool. It's just an interesting choice.
Let me quickly say hi to some friends here that have stopped by. We got Pappy D Carnage. We got Brandon in the house. What's going on, my friend? We got Big Dog Pound. Hello, hello. And we also have Collector Joey in the house. Thank you for being a channel member, Joey.
Venomized
We get
Joker.
Venomized Joker. That would be funny.
Oh boy.
Make sure to. We
Don't
also
steal my
have
ideas.
Thrawn's office. Hello.
Hello.
And Too Sweet to You. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. And Big Rib is here as well. Good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, let me just go back to. So we have multiple shades of metallic gold color, the interchangeable lower faceplates. You get this sweet ass base, and then all of the typical batarangs and
Way to give us the old school Star Wars base. Love it.
yeah, with dynamic pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's just even. I mean, gosh, you could have made this 1,000 pieces, and I still wouldn't have batted an eye at this. Not for me. Brick.
No,
Is it for you?
not for me. No.
Sneaker.
No, not getting this one.
Oh, paused a little bit there. And DLO The Collector.
Yep, I'm getting 2.
I do like the gold weapons though. I mean, that's kind of cool if you put that with another Batman, but I'm good.
I'm
You
just
got the-
I'm not even just a fan of the style. I mean, I've only played the first 2 games. And that was back in the day on the PS3.
Oh, Arkham City was so good.
Yeah, those games are great,
Yeah,
man.
they're
And
great
good
games.
stories too.
Yeah,
This just doesn't
the voice
it just
acting.
doesn't resonate with me. So I hope there's a market for it, that people are going to be happy with this. But I'm going to end the poll that we had.
Also, it's a smart, like, I feel like this is also like, this is something you want to see kind of like limited run, like
For sure.
2000 available, great.
Right.
Like they know it's not going to sit, low limited run. It's like it's a good figure to do that for.
For me nowadays, these limited ones are not enticing anymore. They're more sacrificial lambs. And then, okay, if we get 2,000 people to buy this, would you get us Michelle Pfeiffer? Will you?
Right.
I
We
will,
can do that in
It's
10 minutes.
I will promote.
It's
this
a money
for you.
laundering crowdfunding
As long-
operation.
Yeah.
Get something
So that
back
they
to
can
you.
get the license for
This
Michelle.
is like an
Pfeiffer.
You know what I mean?
underground crowdfunding going on in Hot Toys.
You know?
They're like, sell all this limited, and then we'll actually crowdfund everything.
Dude, if they did this, if they redid the camo tumbler, would you guys get this?
I actually would. I would
That's
get the camel tumbler.
that's- Can you
I love the
imagine
camo
two
tumbler.
DFs in the bottom and just one black and one camo
Man,
on
that's-
each
That'd be
side?
sweet, dude.
I know
Cool.
I know like Yost mentioned for Jazz Inc. He's gonna do both.
Yep.
He's doing the
Yep.
camo tumbler, and that's gonna be
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Mhm.
That's gonna look badass.
No, I agree. That's gonna be
Yeah,
be
because the
pretty.
camel tumbler from Hot Toys is just a repaint of the tumbler. I think
Yep.
he was talking about like,
Yep.
the armors, the weapons.
Yeah, he's
the
talking about doing like
curtains.
2 separate versions of the
Yeah.
camo one, which
That would
is
be
I think Hawks
Well, then
Eagle
he
has
had
one.
that-
yeah,
he
that'd
had
be
that-
tempting. That'd be tempting.
Mhm.
He had that pull up with the from what was it? Batman, Keaton's Batman, like the boat and the what is that like thin Batmobile? The needle
Or
or
like-
whatever.
Broke off and then it became.
Yeah.
That's off.
Yeah. So he had like a poll which one you'd want most or something
Mhm.
like that. I don't know if he put it or somebody else. I thought it was
I
him
want the
though.
bat boat or whatever it was.
Yeah, the bat boat would be sweet.
Yeah. So I ended the poll. Is Batman Beyond a good 85 anniversary release? We had 43 votes. 93% said no. It's a slap in the face, and 6% said yeah, it's cool. So that's, I mean, again, it's only 43 people, but it's a staggering percentage. Usually our polls are 60-40,
50-50, yeah.
50-50. So that's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's good to hear from you guys. So I appreciate all the feedback that you're giving in the chat as well. We got Andrew Craig here joining us tonight. Hello. Brandon, I'm in the same boat, dude. I don't have that Jazz Inc. money, so I have to look the other way and admire it from afar, unfortunately. But I do like my Hot Toys Batmobile, my '89 Batmobile, and good thing for me is I don't ever have to worry about comparing it to the Jazz Inc. in person or anything like that because I'll never have it. So as long as none of you guys get it, Sneaker, I won't have that problem.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. They saw how excited we were for T800 and said, "Okay, here we go. Don't be mad. Thank you. Bye." All right. Any final thoughts on the Arkham Knight, Batman Beyond?
He kind of looks like the candlestick from Beauty and the Beast live action. That's another thing he looks like.
That's kind of funny.
Be your
All
guest.
right. So we go from one repaint to another. So Batgirl, this one is at least a little bit more interesting, but still for me, it doesn't really move the needle. I wasn't a fan of the first one, and to be honest, I've heard a lot of negative feedback. DLO, maybe you can attest to this since this
Yeah.
was kind of
I was there.
before these two got into the game, but I'm pretty sure there was some not a lot of great feedback from this as a figure standpoint.
Yeah. I mean, the figure overall looks good, but I
And
think
question,
the biggest
not to
complaint
cut you off, but did you own this? I can't remember.
No, I didn't. I
Okay.
don't do video games. I don't do video games. I keep it realistic. Movies, TV. That's about it.
Gotcha.
Great game. Loved it. Owned all 3, but I just never found myself attracted to getting the figures for these. But what I remember from back then was the biggest issue was the legs. People did not like the separated legs. That was kind of too toyetic for a lot of collectors. They had a real big problem with that, and I can understand that why. And I think the other one was the rooted hair, because this isn't like wool hair. This is very much doll-esque hair. It gets everywhere. It gets frizzy. It just never looks
Gets in all the
like it does in the
cracks.
box. So, yeah, I mean, if they did a little R&D and closed those gaps, no pun intended.
There you go.
It could have been a better figure because it has a lot of good going for it. I love the throwback purple and gold suit.
Yeah.
I think the scheme here is a much more enticing offer for collectors than the first one we just talked about, just because it has more of a history with Batgirl. But yeah, I think out of the two, if I was in the market, this would probably be the one I'd be more interested in, just because of what it means to the character and the fact that it's limited. That actually kind of sounds appealing, but I don't collect these things, so I'm gonna let the next guy get this.
Okay. Either of you want to chime in? I'm just starting a poll here.
I agree. I mean, yeah, this is better than the other one. But again, it's just another limited alternate. It's kind of same points that we talked about, I feel like, for the first one, but I do like this release more. But just not something that's for me. Cool figure though. She does look cool. I do like the purple.
Yeah, I'd be a lot happier if it was the 66 Batgirl. But this is what we're getting right now, and who knows? I saw someone in the chat say Artisan Harley Quinn for the 85th anniversary. So, for any female characters in the Batman universe, that's the one I'd want to.
I feel like that's gonna happen. I feel like Artisan Harley's gonna happen.
Her price tag has already kind of started to tank, and I think in preparation for her to be one of the next on the 2.0 block. But
those knees are gonna look good.
I think she looks good, still very good, but I could get behind an Artisan. An Artisan version of her. I think that would be pretty cool.
Give us Alicia Silverstone.
Dude, yeah.
Give us that one.
Yeah.
I'd buy that.
I think they'd have to give us Batman and Robin first.
They're already playing around
I
with
think
the
Batman
idea
and Robin might be part of the 85.
That's possible. Yeah, that's
that was
good.
also, because I forgot, that was also part of that same tease. Yep. So, man.
That Batman's going to need some work. I saw that prototype. That Clooney looks rough.
No, this is cool, like, as a figure goes. Again, I just have no attachment.
Now, is that the same material as the Batman and Robin from Forever? That's gonna like bubble up on the inside of the elbow, or is that hard material? Is that like plasticky? I can't really tell.
Yeah, it's hard material.
Okay.
That's a decent looking figure. Like a lot of people had some really good ideas to like take away from the obvious with the legs. Is like a lot of people put Batgirl on the Dark Knight Bat Pod. It looked great.
Yeah,
it looked really good, and really kind of helped it out.
It was almost like an Iron Man-esque midsection where it was almost like robotic, like split and all that stuff. But
it was a bad call because I mean we don't like our toys to look like toys. Let's be honest. You know, when it looks like what they are, then it's kind of like a turn off for us, if I'm being honest. So, you know, if they adjusted this and made it seamless, I mean, I think a lot more people would be more excited about this Batgirl release. It's just my 2 cents.
It kind of just goes back to Hot Toys just not really caring about DC as much. Would you guys have rather seen the base for both of these, because they're both the rectangular base with a little bit of the same look to them? Would you have rather seen like 85 on it, or like 85 anniversary, or not really branded for that?
No, I wouldn't want that. Maybe like on the bottom or in the back, just to have that, but not where you can see it.
Sneaker, I saw you shaking your head no. D-Lo, I'm
I don't really.
You'd be no. The cape. Was the cape problematic as well? Most of the Batman capes are junk. I can't remember if Batgirl was.
Yeah, it's kind of in the same, but it's not as bad as Batman's. Like it's a decent cape. I wouldn't go crazy and say it's the best cape they made either.
Gotcha.
It's serviceable.
Let's see. We got Luis in the house. What's going on? He says, hello, family. Hello, hello. Thank you for dropping in and joining us tonight on this Wednesday night, episode 70. So we have interchangeable lower faces, metallic purple and gold application. And again, nothing really special with either of these figures. It's just the fact that they're repainted and they're limited. So is this enough to get anybody to bite? I know you guys said more interested, but still not very interested, but just want to verify, is this enough to get you to bite on this 2,000 pieces?
Not at all. I mean, it could be $200 at 1,000 pieces, and I'd pass.
So let me throw a hypothetical out here.
Okay.
Going back to my point before, if we sacrifice 2,000 collectors to buy this here, let's go back to that for a second, will you? Okay. Now,
Boston.
I know of at least one or two people in the chat so far that I can count on. Okay. So I'm trying to rile up support here. So I pose this question to you guys. If you were to buy this for the greater good, which figure from DC would you want back in return? Steve, start with you.
Sorry.
What was
Say
the
that
question?
again.
So, geez, like that was pretty
No,
clear.
what was the question? Sorry.
The question is clear. If you decided to buy this figure for the greater good and Hot Toys would make something else from DC that you want, what would you want it to be? But you have to buy this figure in order for them to make it.
I would want probably like a definitive, actual good version of Batman Begins.
Ooh.
That's
Ooh,
probably what I would buy if I was told Hot Toys would make a definitive, actual, decent version of that figure, because I'm not buying that figure. And I'd love to have it. I would love to have Begins Batman. If they said that was going to happen, they're going to make an actual good, nice looking version, accurate version. Yeah, I would buy this for that.
Okay, so you would buy it if they made a good version of Batman Begins. I think that's a good answer. I think a lot of people would take that trade too. Okay.
Wait, do I got to buy it and keep it, right?
You got to keep it. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, okay.
It's sticking around, buddy. She's going right next to everyone.
I mean, I would.
Or Arkham, the Batman Beyond. Can we pick? Or is it this figure?
You
We
know
got a
what?
choice.
Let's go around
to
two.
buy both.
No.
So, Batman Begins. Okay, now we'll make it better now. Now you cannot pick a Batman on your next one because you used it for the first answer.
Okay.
So now you have to get the gold Batman
Look at this guy thinking on his feet.
to sacrifice for the greater good. For the greater good. What figure would you want that is a non-Batman DC character if you were to buy the Goldar Batman?
The Goldar.
The Goldar. Is this me or Sneaker?
I think
I'm
it's
thinking. I'm
still
thinking.
Okay.
You're gonna have
How
two.
about let Sneaker think and let's go down to the back
Let me
row
think
for
on the
the
second
second
one. Let me think on the second one.
All right, Brickster, you're up, man.
All right,
Batgirl.
so for this one, I'm gonna go with another female. I'm gonna say Catwoman. I'm just gonna go right there. You know,
92.
buy this. We get our Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer. And then the Goldar, I am gonna go with Christopher Reeves, Superman. Get a new version of that.
Ooh, I don't know. Can we allow that? That's technically not Batman 85, though. Should we allow?
Okay. I thought you said DC. So I'll
You're
backtrack.
right. Let me specify.
I'll backtrack.
Batman 85.
I'll hope for Christopher Reeves later and Batman 85.
X-Man.
You know what? Let's go with another villain. Let's go Mr. Freeze.
Ooh,
Let's have fun. Because then if we have that, then they're going to be thinking about, you know, Clooney, Batman, and all that, and we'll get those lines.
So we
I
can
got
pick,
one now. I
we
got
can
one
pick
now.
two non-Batman though, right? We don't have to do a Batman and a non.
Yeah, I got
right.
one.
So
now.
you can only pick
Okay.
one Batman because that's too easy, right? So you
Right.
got to get a little more creative. So if you use one of your answers to be Batman, you got to pick a secondary character from DC, Batman 85 specific. Go.
Well, for this one, I'm gonna go with Penguin from '92. I need that Penguin. Pretty easy one, but X-Man has my attention here. It says red leather Harley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more prone to red dress Harley.
Why does nobody ever want the accurate?
They're
Dude,
the
the first
OG, right? The black.
I don't
and-
understand people with this.
Because
Like, I
was
get it.
just
She's
such
hot,
a
Margot
badass
Robbie,
scene and she
but
looked great.
she was Harley for sure, guys, in that first sequence.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
go with that, I think, because, and the only reason I say that, I'm with Sneaker, but with all the work that I've done with my Batman Begins, he looks okay. I got the Jackson cape, the Jackson head sculpt, painted the gauntlets,
Right.
beefed him up slightly. So, you know, I think he looks good, but I do like where Sneaker's at with that. I'm not a big fan of like the DX19 or like the Dark Knight's okay, and I'll probably get the Armory, but I don't care necessarily about that. Batman Returns is a great figure. 89 is, I mean, we're gonna see in a day or here, but I mean, that one's been decent. The Batman's good. So like most of the Batman ones are pretty good, pretty solid. So I think I'd go for, and we're always getting Batman figures. So I'm going to go for 2 villains because it's harder to get the villains. So I'm going to go Red Dress Harley and Penguin from 92.
That's a great strategy. So, I mean, so far, just to kind of recap. So you said Penguin, Harley, Rick, you said, remind me again?
Catwoman and Freeze.
So we have Catwoman, Freeze. We have Penguin. All right, we have Harley. We got some good stuff. So Hot
I
Toys.
like that
hope-
Harley answer. I like
Right.
that.
No, but that's fantastic. Harley, Hot Toys. I hope you're listening because let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. DC needs some love here. Okay. Steve-O, do you still need some more time or you want me to go?
No, I got it.
You got it? Okay.
I
What do
can't
you
believe I
got?
didn't think of this initially because this is one that's everybody wants. That's not going to ever happen. But Nurse Joker, man,
Oh,
that's the number one. That's the
Let's
number one. I feel
go.
like
That's a good one.
that's
good.
the
I think
number
I
one.
think just a lot of people have the Joker fatigue.
I don't know. I think
Joker
that'll go
Joker
right back
hype
up there, dude.
Joker hype would be at an all-time high if they
I know a
announced
lot
that
of people
again.
that want
It would
that.
just go right
That'd be
back
cool.
up. I feel like
Dang, that's a good one.
that'd be a dope figure.
Yeah, that would
That
be pretty
is
good. That's a good
a-
one.
Freaking going. Okay.
That'd be a really cool artist.
Oh, you know what I should
figure.
have said was
The hair.
Bob the Goon. What the hell? What's wrong with me, guys?
What's
No,
wrong
I'm
with
glad
you?
you forgot about Bob for a second there.
Screw
No,
the Penguin.
I mean,
Let's get
That's
Bob.
a figure that I really want, but it's
Penguin.
not. He's
And I
obviously
said, what about
not,
Bob?
Not up
What
there,
about
but I would love to see him. More so for the nostalgia piece of it, but I understand he's not
Listen,
even almost a side character.
Mars Toys is not bad. If they make, I promise, I'll tell you what, I will make this vow to you here. Okay, Jedi. So if a third party company makes Bob, I will personally buy him myself for you. Okay,
Get it?
but Hot Toys, you got better
Y'all
things to
heard it
make
here.
than Bob. Okay. All right.
Bob,
All right.
my gun.
Okay. Okay.
All right,
My
let's-
turn, my turn,
Bob's
my
gonna be
turn.
released
your turn,
tonight.
your turn.
Dealer's gonna go.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay. All right. So for Batgirl, I kind of want to go with Harley again, but then at the same time, I feel like I shouldn't, just for the sake.
Go with your heart.
Well, I want the leather bike outfit. That's the best comic book version of Harley we saw on screen. I love that one. I wish we saw it more in the movie. The red dress is cool, but like that's Harley Quinn. But I digress. All right, so you guys have some really good answers here. So for Batgirl, I would probably cheat. I want a new 2.0 of Batman Returns with Michael Keaton. I want another
Okay.
one. I want a new one, a new head sculpt of Michael Keaton. I want a brand new younger Michael Keaton again. So I
Yeah.
want that. Okay. Now since I picked Batman, I can't do that. So if I get Goldar over there, what would I want? I want a vehicle. I want a vehicle. I don't want just any vehicle. I want 66
Oh,
Batman
gosh.
helicopter.
Ooh, the helicopter.
Backcopter.
That would be huge.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool as hell. And I would hang it on my ceiling and make that my damn fan.
Dang, that'd be cool.
My fan.
Honestly,
The one-
if
the
they
one
made
I'd
a
want is
66
95.
Batmobile, I'd buy that. If Hot
What's
Toys
that?
makes a 66 Batmobile, I'm in.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Dude, I want the 95. I don't know. I like that bright blue. Something about that. Being a
Can I say
kid,
as-
I was 6. You know.
Yeah, so here's a random question. Do you think
Permission
in
granted?
the next well, I guess it'll be 2026 The Batman 2. Whatever they're going to name the movie. What are they going to name it? Like that's another thing, but do you think he's going to fly something in that movie? You think he's going to have like a helicopter or some type of like something he's going to fly?
I hope
I
he
don't know.
learned something, because when he dove off that building, they didn't look smooth when he landed.
Yeah, he's
So he
more
better-
grounded, so we'll see.
He's more grounded.
He was grounded all right.
I could
I did
see
like it that
more.
they
I
gave him
could
the
see
bike.
more. I could see more like James Bond style, like we saw in the '90s James Bond, like snowmobiles and shit like that.
Yeah, in the winter.
Yeah, in the winter.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
More like double agent stuff.
Snowmobile, a bat snowmobile.
A Batbill.
Batman.
That'd be cool. actually.
Dilo, did you give both of yours?
My answers?
Yeah.
Yes. Apparently
So
weren't very memorable.
helicopter, and
Yes.
remind me of the first one.
2.0, The Batman Returns. Keating
Oh, that's right. That's right.
and
That's right.
Batman
Yep,
there.
that's
I like that
okay,
again.
Thank you. All right, let's see what you guys in the chat said. Well, first, I got to give thanks to How You Figure for giving not one, but 2 super chats of $1.99. You, my friend, are a gentleman and a scholar. Appreciate you very, very much. I'll give you this.
Well, what a nice surprise. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Hey, I see you over there. You honor me with your gesture. I guess we know who your favorite Wolfpack member is. Cheers, and thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jazzy says 2-pack animated Batman and Kevin Conroy.
Sick.
Damn.
See, Hano, they need to do Hano for that kind of stuff. Like all the animated stuff, that would be
Hano
sick.
animated Batman would probably
That'd
give
go
me a
hard.
bite.
That would go hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Christian says, "Give me Batman Begins Scarecrow."
That'd be dope.
Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, and Rots, yeah.
Oz would be a
yeah,
good one.
Man. That'd be good ones. Good call. Good call.
Honestly, that Scarecrow and the Demon Batman could use a good facelift too. For how long ago they came out.
They'll never make that Demon Batman again, but Scarecrow, maybe one day.
And no Uma Thurman Poison Ivy.
I mean, I would if I had like a third option, you know.
Sure.
I would too, but I'd rather have Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Artisan Police Joker from Dark Knight would be nice. What's up, Hansel? Late to the party. Gonna have to check out the replay to catch up. Big win for the pack. Yes, huge win. I'm not gonna lie, I was not positive at all for that game, but they proved me wrong and they pull it out. I'd rather look like an ass than be right. So I will continue to be negative when I see fit in hopes that they prove me wrong. Yeah, Martha from BVS. It's his mother. You are my number one. Yep. All right. 71 in the chat. Hit that like button if you would be so kind and subscribe to my friends' channels. Yeah, so that was a nice exercise, Dilo. I do appreciate that. Let me close this poll that I had going on as well. And it was, are you excited for Batgirl? So we had 39 votes. 10% said yes. 38% said cool but not interested. And 51% said no, where the F is the good stuff? So again, just not hitting the fans where they need to be hit here in the hearts. It's just not pulling us in. It's not doing the trick. So hopefully there's more things on the horizon. And speaking of that, we also got a new tease from Jazz Inc. Dioramas, and it is, here is the first teaser of our 1/6 scale Michelle Pfeiffer Batman Returns Catwoman figure. We still hope to open pre-orders on September 30th if we get quotes back from everyone in the supply chain on time. More to come, and we'll keep everyone posted. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this image of the Catwoman? This is obviously the deluxe, correct? Like, you can't, I'm sorry, I haven't seen a whole lot. Like, there's nothing on the site, and I'm not in the Jazzing group, so there's a standard and then like a battle damage 2-pack, right?
There's a standard, and then you have a battle damage, and then you have a 2-pack.
Okay.
For like, yeah.
The 2-pack is the only way that you can get the diorama.
Yes.
Okay. So here we have her. Again, it's just one photo, but I just want to know from your guys' perspective, has this moved the needle for you? Are you more excited? Are you amped up? Are you getting this? Are you still on the fence? Does this look impressive? What are your guys' thoughts?
I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm excited. There is a thought that if Hot Toys does announce a nice new profile picture, does announce a Catwoman, I wonder if a lot of people would cool off on Jazz Inc., even though Jazz Inc. looks really good. I'm just saying that in mind. But away from Hot Toys, all that, I'm very excited for this. I'm a little worried about price though, and I do wish that I feel like this picture is like so filtered that it looks like a painting, and I want to see like a raw photo of the figure. And but this makes me excited. I mean, we've seen the head sculpts. It looks really, really good. But I need to see more is what I'm saying. I want to see more, and I'm quite excited for this.
Did Yo say what like the material is going to be for the suit?
If I remember correctly, Steve, stop me if I'm wrong here.
Yeah, I forget. I forget exactly what the material is.
But it was supposed to be something like a leather-like material that's supposed to be more durable and more bendable, so you can get more articulation out of it.
Okay.
Because like true leather would essentially make this thing a museum. And I think what Yost and the team were trying to do is trying to find a middle ground between accuracy and articulation. So I don't remember exactly what material he said it was, but it's certainly not leather, and it's definitely not pleather. But it's some kind of material that's stretchier. I think that's where his words were.
Do you guys think that this is maybe a reason why Hot Toys hasn't tackled this yet, is because of like what would the material be, and to get it right, how pricey would it be? You know, so like maybe they just don't want to tackle something like this.
And proportions too, like X-Man just mentioned. I know Yost also said, DLO, you can correct me, he said they have the body that they're going to use, but in the photos that they're going to share, it's going to be potentially like not the exact proportions, but they have the model that they're going to use, so the proportions are like as close as they can get. But yeah, Graham, I feel like with everything Yost was saying, like there's a lot of moving parts for this. Like he's got different suppliers doing different things. There's just a lot of different moving parts. I'll say like I'm excited about this, but it's not licensed in the US. So like you're gonna have to get it from like 1/6 Kit, Spec Fiction. So it's very interesting how that works. Like not Hot Toys, Warner Brothers won't let him license this in the United States, but it's still licensed overseas, and it can be sold to everyone overseas, but not to us. So we have to buy it from essentially resellers or other places. But with that being said, I'm excited about this because he actually like worked with the actress, got approval of her likeness. So you know this is gonna be like, I feel like this is a legitimate, it's weird to say, but this is like a legitimate operation. This isn't like I don't look at this as like a third party creation of a figure. Like seems like he's doing, like if you look at all the work that leading up to it and watch the videos and stuff about kind of the progression with this figure, like it's got me excited, the work that he's putting into it and going into it. There are some unanswered questions, like Brick said, kind of price. I know he's saying like he feels he's going to hit around the $300 mark for a single, which is like, I feel like for what you're getting, I feel like that's a fair price for what we're paying for figures nowadays. I feel like that's 300 is totally fair. I do want to see more photos and stuff. The head sculpts look really good. And then the other thing is like what's going to happen with the head sculpts once they're mass produced? Because like the prototypes look amazing. The prototypes look amazing to me. I think they look really, really good. And he's going to add, like, you're going to have like, I think he's talking about having 3 different head sculpts in there with 3 different expressions. Yeah. So how are we going to, what's the, like, that's kind of the unanswered thing, is what are we going to get once this is like a mass produced head sculpt? But I'm excited about this. I actually watched 89 Batman, and I just watched Returns again like a few days ago. My wife actually wanted to watch it again. So I'm kind of like, I kind of like have like the Batman itch. And like you guys know, I've just watched these movies this year. Earlier this year was when I first saw these. Now I've seen them a couple times. I'm like,
You're hyped.
I'm kind of hyped for
You got
these
the
like
hype.
these movies. They've like really grown on me.
Gosh, if only you watched them 20
it's-
years ago.
I know, but it's crazy. Like it's so weird. I was telling my wife this. I don't want to go on too much of a tangent, but when I was watching it, even though like I didn't see it 20 years ago, like it made me feel like that time period. You know what I mean? Just watching it, like how the movies are made with the set pieces, just like the feel of the movie. It just has like that feeling of movies that I saw growing up. I think that's
I love the music.
I don't have 3 Batmobiles, man.
Did you get your Nightmare in yet?
I did. He's over
you check him
here
out?
with he's
Oh,
over
you got
here
him
with
up?
no arms or gauntlets on, and he just is standing
Waiting for your
here.
coat?
Yeah, no, I have my coat. I need to figure out. Well, I need to watch your video. also,
Oh,
was
for, like,
there
the
some-
accessories?
D-Lo, did you say something like I need to wash something?
What's
Oh,
up?
he thought maybe the brown scarf.
Do I need to wash anything for this, like this Nightmare Batman
Yeah,
coat?
the cloth. It's just like in Graham's video, he mentioned the part of, like the cloth is like very stiff. So
Oh,
I
gotcha.
don't
Just to loosen it
like,
up.
wet
Or
it
something.
so that way it's a
I
little
see.
bit more.
I
You know,
see.
a little bit more durable.
Yeah. Haven't had time to mess
It'll
with it yet, but
wrinkle
he's
nice,
over here.
too. Yeah, once you do that.
Standing up right over here. I can show you what he looks like if you really want to, but
Do
no,
it.
he's just ready to have the you know, like headless Toby. It's kind of like that, but he has nothing on his arms and no hands on. He's a handless Batman, but yeah. Anyways, I'm excited for this, man. I'm excited to see kind of how this shakes out, and I want to see the full reveal. I'm excited for the full reveal. Pre-order September 30th, so we're close. We're close. I feel like also like people mentioned in the comments too, like is Hot Toys gonna do something to like really like the hype is gonna be with this, and then Hot Toys is gonna drop something like they always do once another company does to like kind of steal the hype. So be interesting
That's
to see
where
how
I'm
that
at.
evolves.
Like
Yeah.
Steve, like that's exactly where I am right now. Like,
Yeah.
you know, obviously we had a chance to speak to Joseph over the weekend. Really nice guy. Was very, you know, very honest about a lot of things that you know he's doing with his business, his company. And I think I kind of echo what you say. I think the head sculpts are really nice. Like they're good. They're really good head sculpts. I think the body needs some work. I agree, and obviously we know that's not final what it's going to be. But like in the back of my head, I just feel like Hot Toys is there to just like ruin the party. Like I can't shake that fear that I'm gonna order this and then Hot Toys is gonna drop the bomb, you know, and it's gonna be absolute heat, and then I'm gonna resent that I didn't get the better one out of the two. And I'm not saying that it will be better than it, but I mean there's a good chance that, you know, Hot Toys can surprise us and then suddenly, oh man, now we have 2 Catwoman when we only had 1 a second ago to choose from. So that's where I am, because I feel like I don't want to miss the boat on getting a Catwoman, but at the same time, I'm too gun shy to like rule out Hot Toys doing it and then missing out the boat on the one that might be better. Because I want to get it right. I want to get the best representation of Michelle Pfeiffer, because I waited so long to finally have her in the collection. So whatever one's the best one, that's the one I want. And I'm not really concerned about price.
Would you, I was talking to Jose about this earlier today, would you want to get like the battle damage version from Jazz Inc., knowing that if Hot Toys did do a Catwoman, it would be most likely the clean version? And then that way Hot Toys get the clean version, and then Jazz Inc., you have that battle damage?
Well, it's a good question. It depends. Remind me, because I don't know the exact. There's so many different versions that you can pick from.
So there's a
Can I
single
pick
pack
the battle damage
clean.
by itself.
There's a battle damage single pack as well, and then there's something else in between with like multiple head sculpts or something, and then the
Yeah,
two
yeah,
pack.
that's what I'm familiar with.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think there's like a deluxe, but then there's like there's a few
I come
different
with like
versions.
clean and battle damage.
So that one is the 2-pack with the diorama.
So
I
that's
think
the
the
big one.
Yeah, I think the 2-pack deluxe is like the main, like I thought he mentioned you're not going to get the diorama unless you buy the 2-pack. I'm not 100% certain on the different editions, but another thing I just want to add to this too, like, do you guys see Hot Toys using anything but pleather if they do this figure? Because look what they've been doing to Catwoman's.
Man.
So like this is another thing that Yost brought up that I was actually pretty impressed with is he said the material they're using, he said when they're doing the battle damage, you have to make cuts into the suit and you can't use a pleather because if you cut that, it's just going to shred. Like it's going to just keep like getting more damaged. So like that's a good point, Brick, of like you're probably safe getting a battle damage because if Hot Toys does it, they're probably not. I don't see Hot Toys doing anything but like all they've done are pleather for Catwoman. Like they haven't shown anything of doing like.
Let me play devil's advocate for a second because Hot Toys is known for going back to the well, right? We have our first 2 figures were going back to the well here. They can easily do the clean one. Then that's when that does what it does. They will try to get their money out of whatever they do next, right? And they'll try to do look at Mark 85, clean version battle damage, right? So I mean, and God knows how many times that figure has been repainted, and any other figure you can think of right now. That's kind of their MO. Like they will, whatever they can reuse, they will reuse. So like even something like that is not 100% guaranteed that if I go with just the battle damage, which I think is a great idea, by the way, Brick. I think that's a safer play, right? If you really don't want to get screwed over and have 2 of the same figure or want 2 of the same figure, I think getting one from them being battle damage and maybe getting a clean one from Hot Toys would be a good idea. But to say that like Hot Toys would not do something like that, man, that's exactly in their playbook. That's 101. What?
Exactly when they do.
We're gonna figure out a way to use it again. So it's like, yeah. So I mean, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to guarantee there. But yeah, you see. But now you understand where I'm coming from. Where it's just like, I know Hot Toys. Hot Toys is a petty company. They will do things out of spite, and they will ruin the parade for a lot of us over here because they'll drop it after folks either pre-order theirs or about to pre-order theirs, and that ruins the whole party for everybody. So for me, like I'm kind of traumatized where it's just like I don't know if I should pre-order and get this because I think it's a good quality figure. I still want to see the body get better, and I feel better about putting down money for deposit on this or something like that. But at the same time, there's always that little voice in the back, man, saying like, Hot Toys is going to make it. If you do this, Hot Toys is going to make it. And maybe that's just how they want us to think. And maybe they never do it at all. But either way, there's always that chance that they're going to do it.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I think another thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Graham.
Nope, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think another thing is we know this is going to be like Jazz Inc. is going to do a run. They're going to do pre-order window and they're going to cut it off. And then it's probably going to be like Jazz Inc.'s going to have a certain amount of orders and that's going to be that. You know what I mean? Right. They're going to have a window. So like, there's going to be, I wonder if they're going to number this. That's another thing. I don't know. Like, I know they numbers all the vehicles and stuff like that, but I wonder if these are going to be in any way numbered because he always does windows for his orders. I don't see this being any different of like pre-orders are open. And whether or not he's going to have a certain amount of them and like how it's going to work with like resellers. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like you order from 1.6, like you order from 1.6 kit and then that order gets sent to him. Like that's interesting how that's going to work. But I feel like there's going to be a probably like hard stop for the pre-orders on this where it's going to be, okay, we're done. You're not going to do any more. Get on a wait list if you want to potentially get one. Cause that's kind of what he's been doing with his products. So if you don't order it, and like whether or not that matters to you, I mean, a lot of people, I don't feel like that's going to sway people in any way of like, whether or not you're going to order it. Because if you want to wait to see what Hot Toys does, then you're obviously not going to. But I think you can expect that like the orders are going to stop. And if you did want to sell this later on, I know like that's not a great excuse to still order it, but Jazz Inc. products too, if this is good, you're probably going to have an easier time selling it with it being just in that kind of like just the limited aspect of it.
Yeah. Well, and you're bringing it up like how many are they going to make, or how many are they going to give to resellers or retailers? And that was kind of the question I have. Brick sent me all of the packages here in 5 different packs. Seems like a lot to offer. Like, I don't know. Do you guys think this is too many options? You got 2 different basics, 2 different ultimates, and then the 2-pack.
I don't think so necessarily.
Or is he just going to take the pre-orders and then make that amount?
So basically, yeah. I think it looks like a lot, but when you really break it down, you have a standard and a deluxe of each one, and then you just have a combined one that's going to include the diorama. So it looks like a lot, but I feel like really you're still just getting like standard and deluxe version essentially of each figure. Like if you break it down like that, I feel like it makes more sense. But
I'm scared to see the price. I mean, I know basics are 300, but
Well, especially once it goes to like these other,
Yeah.
Is it going to be 360? Is it going to be 420? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I like Thrawn's comment here. He says, "I'm very content with Hot Toys. I prioritize convenience and price. Give me a U.S. distributor any day of the week. I am the customer, and I enjoy always being right if something goes wrong." Like, and we've talked about this, I think, at least in our private chat, maybe even on air. But I've kind of told you guys the same thing too. Like, it's new, it's different. I've never purchased anything from Jazz Inc., and it's not necessarily a fear, but kind of a fear of the unknown. Plus, I've seen their vehicles, which look amazing, but I've seen the price tags that go with those too, and it's out of my league. So I also prioritize the convenience and knowing the price, and being that it's mostly from a U.S. distributor. But I have bought Hot Toys from Toys Buying Agent and stuff like that too. So I mean, I have dabbled a little bit, but I don't know. I think that's the only reason I haven't gotten overly excited for this, is because I don't feel like I'm going to pre-order it for those reasons. But I could be wrong. Maybe if it goes on 1/6 Kit's website and it's there for a month or a month and a half, I might just pull the trigger. We'll see. So I'm not sure, but we'll see.
What's your like? What are you guys willing to pay? I think like, what are you willing to pay for this? Either single or 2-pack, or what do you think it's going to be?
Single 350. Yeah.
If I'm being honest, like, I know this is kind of wacky to say, considering how much we're used to paying, but for a new toy company, and I said the same thing when they came out. I'm not gonna change my story now. I'll tell you right now, when In-Art came out, I was hoping they'd be less than Hot Toys and be true competition. And me personally, and again, I understand people got to make a living. People have, there's costs and expenses to making these things. It's not cheap to do, but I would have felt better if this came in around 250. I really would, because this is 300. This is 300 before shipping, right?
Sure.
We already know we can't get it through US. We know that it's going to go through other providers. They're probably going to change their pricing, right? So they can make a profit once it gets to their distribution. I'm sure Jazz Inc. would probably be the best place to buy it directly. I imagine that's the way it would be. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like, like I said the last time when we talked about stuff, risk and reward. That's the tricky stuff about this. There's just so many unknowns to feel comfortable putting down that kind of money and feeling 100% certain I'm gonna be happy with what I get afterwards. No shade or anything like that. It's just a matter of like, there's not enough known. There's not enough of a resume when it comes to specifically the figure side of what we're talking about here. Say what you will about vehicles. I'm sure people can attest to how great Jazz Inc. is, so this is not about that. But we're talking about figures-wise, 300 plus shipping. Who knows when you're going to get it? Who knows how much you're going to pay out the door for shipping, because shipping rates are so high as well, too. And I know it sounds like a bunch of excuses, but these are real factors that I'm thinking of that we're like, say what you will about Hot Toys, say what you will about Sideshow, but it's almost in that kind of attitude of like, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. You know what I mean? When making a purchase like this. So that's where part of the hesitance comes in for me too. Like, if Hot Toys releases one, crap. If I don't jump on this one, there may never be another one. Crap. So it's just like, there's no great answer, because
that's where it sucks.
Answer that if I'm wrong, then I'm screwed.
Yeah.
But if I buy it and I don't like it, I'm just screwed. I could be screwed too. So there's just like, I have no.
Yeah, take a leap of faith.
Yeah, I can't really say that I'm leaning more towards the other than one towards the other. Like, I might just wait to see what everybody says and see if maybe, I don't know, pay a little bit more, as silly as that may sound, but at least have peace of mind. Say, okay, well, this is really good. I'll pay an extra $50 to get it now, or an extra $100 to get it out, like the old days would be if you miss out on something. But like, that peace of mind means a lot to me over here, because I'd rather spend an extra $100 on something that I missed out on, but I know it's good, than throw away $300 on a figure that I hate, and then I probably can't get my money back. So you know what I mean? So risk reward.
Yeah. I'm kind of with that too. I said 350. I will stick with that, but at the same time, I think I'm just very excited for Michelle Pfeiffer. And like I said earlier when you first put this picture up, I want to see more. So before I say 350, even though I've already done that, like I should say like I want to see more before I come up with that price.
Sure.
See what it really looks like.
Yeah, Aquan says I'm getting inner Joker flashbacks. Kind of wish I waited for Hot Toys. Do you remember how many people were pissed that they bought Inart when Hot Toys finally announced theirs? That was kind of funny. But TX Boy says, I heard it's difficult to get a replacement if needed from Jazz Inc. as well. She looks so good. Good for Yost. He deserves the best. Too sweet. Yeah, I mean, DLO said it. It's I don't know if it's a risk, but I think either way, you're taking a leap of faith. If you're buying this, you're taking a leap of faith. If you're not buying this, you're taking a leap of faith in Hot Toys. So that's tough. I mean, I've been calling for this figure to be made too since I started collecting. I've made videos of like figures that I want them to make, and this was on there. And I think I would be, and it's nothing against Jazz Inc. I know he's a great guy and he's got a great company, but if this would be on 1/6 Kit's site, I think I might be a little bit more willing to buy it, just because I have purchased from him a lot before. So, and I know the process and stuff like that, but I do have to see kind of that price. And the nice thing about 1/6 Kit is he has the shipping included, so you kind of already know what you're getting into it. So we'll see. I mean, I need to see, like you guys said, need to see more photos. I want to see more proto photos. And I want to see, how long do you guys think this is going to take to get in hand? Like, is this a year from now? Is this a year and a half?
Yost couldn't answer that definitively when we talked to him, because he's still like working out basically like everything with the suppliers. But like the way that he said it, he felt confident that once he lined up his suppliers, that it was all basically going to work out in a timely fashion. But that's just so hard to gauge, I feel like, and it's hard. That's another question mark. Like, you have that many moving pieces, like one thing goes wrong, you just don't know. Like exactly like what DLO said and what Thrones Off said, you don't know what you don't know, and there's also unknowns you don't know, and all those things you don't know.
You just don't know. Final thoughts. Is anybody for sure securing this one? 100%.
I'm 50-50.
Same.
I'm probably more closer to 80%, but before I commit 100%, I want to see that final product and price.
I think I'm 55-45. A little bit more than DLO, but a lot less than Brick on this one. Sneaker.
I'm probably getting this.
Yeah.
Also, I want to. Another thing too is like, well, yeah, man, it's got like,
I'm probably getting this.
Damn. I'll probably wait a little. Well, I got time to wait because I like just watched Batman Returns. I was like, damn, this is such a cool figure. But
another thing, right next to your Beetlejuice.
And then you're gonna get the third party Penguin Man and get them all.
The Penguin Man. No, I'll wait. I'll wait. Because like another thing Yo said that was promising is like he doesn't want to compete with Hot Toys. He wants to make the figures that Hot Toys won't. So he's probably going to make a Penguin. He's probably going to make these other figures that we're talking about. So I think another thing is for me too, like I kind of want to see for myself like what his first figure is going to be like. You know what I mean? Like that's something too where I kind of want to get it and see for myself, because it's the first time he's doing a figure. Just to know too for the future, kind of like what quality this is going to be in hand. I feel like that is kind of important too if I'm considering buying other figures from him into the future. So I think like, and it's like there's like something cool about having like the first figure that somebody comes out with as well. I think it's just like something cool when it comes to like stuff in your collection too. But we'll see. I don't know what version I'm going to get yet. I want to see the full reveal of everything of what you're getting and what the prices are before I decide like what exact version I'm gonna get. But yeah.
Adric says we paid $280 for Hot Toys, and sometimes you have to buy extras like Batman Begins. Yeah, I mean that's true too. I only paid $160 for mine because that was a piece of junk. But anyways, no way I was gonna be paying full price for that. But I get what you're saying. It's true. Like we'll buy $300 Hot Toys, you know. And I think it's just the fact that we know what we can expect for the most part. Like, do they have some stinkers? Sure, but for the most part, Hot Toys is pretty solid, and I think Jazz Inc. is gonna be solid. I just know, like, it's the first figure, and you know there might be some kinks, or you know, I think this is a difficult first figure too. I think this is a hard material. You got rooted hair, you know, you've got a lot going on here. This is a tough first figure to do. So props to Jazz Inc. for tackling this. But you know, the other thing too is, you know, for me, it's just I also know how much detail they put in their vehicles, and in a way that scares me, because then you pay for those details, and I also don't need to pay for some of those details. So like, I'm okay with the Hot Toys Batmobile because I'm paying a third of the price. So all that stuff, I just need more info, I guess, is where I'm at. I need to see more info. Where's this going to be available to purchase? What's it going to be like? What's the all-in price? Because I kind of can gauge what I'm going to ship, what I'm going to pay in shipping with Sideshow as well. So I want to know what shipping is going to be kind of ahead of time, or at least, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to say I'm all in and then the 2-pack is like $1,200. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
That's a good point. What do you guys realistically think that
Ultimate 2-pack?
That ultimate 2-pack is going to be priced at? Because you're getting 2 figures, clean and battle damaged. Is this 3 head sculpts each, or just 3 head sculpts?
You get,
I think it's 3 head sculpts.
I mean, you get 3. Yeah, you get 3 each.
I think it's each clean and yeah.
What?
And then you get the diorama. Dude, this might be.
Could be a grand.
I think so, because if the basics are going to be 3, let's just put 2 of those together. That's 6. And then more head sculpts. 800.
I feel like you also want to have a value proposition built into your 2-pack though too, where like you buy both of them, you get a little bit of a cut on price too, to where like it entices you to buy both. I'll say
something like that, right?
I'll say
like
I think so. I'll say $700 before shipping.
But you're also getting that diorama piece. Plus,
I go 800. I don't see this below 800.
You think like if we go shipped price, I'll say 750 shipped.
I'm looking at 8 shipped before shipping, and then
I'm gonna say
shipping on something shipping on something like this is going to be over $100.
Yeah, 1,200 ship.
1,200? Damn.
I'm gonna say 900.
Why not? You guys are like, I'm just gonna go.
I'm gonna
crazy
say 750. I'm gonna say 750. 750 shipped.
I'm gonna say 900 shipped. DLO?
I don't know about shipping, but I'm just gonna say 800 before shipping.
Before shipping.
How you figure thinks this is going to be a K easy tongue tax. He likes that Catwoman tongue.
I don't think so, man. Like 300 a figure, and then you make a 2-pack $1,000 because it comes with a diorama base. That's too steep.
And 6 head sculpts.
You want to get people to buy.
That's a lot of head sculpts, man.
Yeah, and they're all rolling all rolling eyeballs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be expensive.
750.
Thrawn wants to know, will people try and play the later batch game with this?
So if you don't know what the later batch is, Graham, basically people believe that the first batch is not great. Right. And then over time they improve them, they get better, and the later batches you're getting the ideal product.
Yeah, it was kind of like when I bought Batman Begins a year after it was released, and I thought I'd get the matte black suit, but yet I somehow still got the batch one. So back to Batman Begins again.
No one bought that.
That's true.
Gosh.
I don't know.
Jose saying the 2-pack's the only one that will have the Hell Here diorama. Yeah.
So
it's true. I remember that.
So is that a change from here? Because it does say Hell Here diorama for these.
No, that's what I was saying. Like the 2-pack's the only one that comes with a diorama.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. So if we think the basic is going to be 300, what do we think the deluxe is going to be with like the 3 sculpts? 4?
450 to 5.
I'm in line with that. 450 to 5.
That sounds about right on track. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I feel like this is if this 2-pack is $1,000, that's
No, it's going to
that's
be
steep, man.
800 plus
That's
shipping,
steep.
man.
That's steep for like
Yeah.
a first
Remember, I said 1,200 with shipping,
figure.
by the way.
Okay, I got a new game. I got a new game.
New
Okay.
game.
New game right off the bat.
New game.
Okay.
What do we got to
Reverse
buy to
what we
get
did the
this?
last one.
If we all buy this, what can we get next?
No, not that kind. We're just going to do reverse now. Now, we will have to sacrifice. So,
I thought we were
get
sacrificing.
this, if we get this, you have to remove one thing off your pre-order list.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
easy.
Easy.
Wow, easy.
No, no,
That's
no.
easy.
Wow.
No one said it was easy.
That ain't easy.
It has to be the number one thing you're anticipating on your pre-order list.
Oh.
The fuck?
And you got to tell us what it is. Yeah. That's
The
right,
fucking
buddy.
game?
You thought this was a game?
You're saying
Now,
that's
if
what we
I
got to
do
do
that-
to get this? No, I'm good.
So
If
no,
I
no, no.
do that, do I get it for free?
Shut your face. Shut your face. So this is how it works here. So you're going to tell us what that is, right? And you're going to tell us if you would give up your number one thing on your pre-order list for this. Let's say the ultimate or whatever the most expensive one is for this here. Let's play a quick game of it here, just so we know what your most anticipated figure is in your pre-order list.
If we're getting this, we have to knock off our most anticipated pre-order.
Just
Yes.
one figure?
It's
Or are
what
we
it
acting
is.
like we're getting the 2-pack?
We're gonna get the 2-pack. We'll
Oh,
reward
okay.
you with the 2-pack. You'll get the 2-pack, but you have to give up your number one thing on your pre-order list. Okay, so you tell us what it is, and then
Gosh,
you
I
tell us
don't
if
know.
it's something that
But let me look.
you'd be willing to do to get
I
the
gotta look too.
ultimate Catwoman
It's like picking your favorite food. Like,
or your
I
favorite
like pizza and I
child.
like steak, you know?
So no, I wouldn't do that.
Well, hold
Would
on.
it-
Well, that's not how this works. You tell us what it is first.
So no, I wouldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No. So tell us what it is first, Britt.
I mean, I'm stuck between two, but I'll go with one, and I will say Artisan, Black Widow.
Arson. Ooh,
And I think I would rather have that Black Widow, honestly,
Hmm.
interesting. Over Michelle Pfeiffer.
over Michelle Pfeiffer.
He's got a
Wow.
poster of Black Widow.
Well, I mean,
Now over
banana.
you used to have a poster of Michelle Pfeiffer, but it's
and
wrinkled
the now if it's the you will never get a Hot Toys version, you will never get any other version of this in 1/6, then I'm for sure getting this Jazz Ink over Black Widow. But if I still have that
let's
hope,
put it out there. Let's go. When you're
Spice it
answering the
up.
question, go under the impression that there's not going to be a
This is
Hot
do or
Toys. This is
die.
the
Okay.
only
Okay.
Catwoman we're ever going to get a chance to get. Hot Toys said
And-
thanks, but no thanks.
then
We're gonna do
yes,
COD
I
Games instead.
then yes,
Would
I
you do it?
probably would. I don't know about the 2-pack, but I would for sure get
Well, that's your
a
reward
deluxe.
for your sacrifice.
Oh, it's yes, it's an award,
No reward, not award.
a reward, whatever. Fuck grammar.
You're
but yeah.
ruining my game.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying here.
All right.
But
all right.
yes, I
So,
would. I would.
Thank
move
you.
on.
Thank you, Brick.
Somebody
Okay,
else.
so now my expectations are higher of the two of you because now Brick was the sacrificial lamb to the sacrificial game.
And I basically died there, so it's fine.
I want to get Steve's answer because I don't like waiting for Steve's answer. So I want Steve to answer first. Steve, sir, if you can be so kind, please tell everybody what is your most anticipated figure on your pre-order list.
Mm.
And again,
And would I do
let me
it?
remind you the rules because I know
You
you're
never
gonna
get it
ask
again.
anyway.
Yeah, yep, got it.
No other Catwoman will ever exist, and you will
Yep.
get the ultimate whatever it is.
So I kind of have. What if I have two that's like a tie? Top
He's
six
always
era,
the
isn't it?
loophole. I'm going to call you Evil Loophole for now on. I swear.
Well, so I mean the answer is the same with both of them. I'll say, but like I kind of have a tie of like my most anticipated, but the answer, no matter what, whether it's one or the other, is still the same. Is that
Okay.
fair?
Fair.
So most anticipated, Artisan Anakin
Okay.
and Darth Revan, Fody
Oh.
2025, baby.
Ooh. Ooh.
I would not give those up for Catwoman. No way.
And you
Nope.
will never get a cat the Catwoman. Hot Toys will not make her. This is
And you're
your
saying I
one
can
and
never get a Darth Revan again in my collection ever?
Well,
Is that
one's
part of it
talking
too?
about that. We
Well,
don't
you said
know.
I got to give it up.
Well, that's
It's
true. You got to
gone.
give it up. That's you got a good point.
This
Yeah,
is
that's your one
this
shot
has got
at
to be
Revan.
this has got to be all or none.
So Revan and Anakin, because apparently we're gonna do two. We're gonna do two because we can't do one like the way the rules work. But okay.
Okay,
so
I'll go.
two or two.
I'll go Revan. I'll go Revan because in
Revan
this
alone.
situation,
Wow.
I'm not giving him up
Wow,
for.
you see,
I'm not
that
giving him
is-
up.
Now we got a
Most
clear answer. To this
anticipated.
guy, so we
That's-
know he's crazy.
He
So
is
that's good.
crazy.
You guys, dude, Darth Revan, you can never
Listen.
get him again. No
I'm
way.
never gonna get him.
I love Darth Raven. Darth Raven. Don't get me Revan. Excuse me. Don't get me wrong. I
How
have
dare
been
you call him
drinking.
Darth Raven?
Yeah, that's so Raven.
Put some respect on his name.
So
That's the no.
What's his name
Nitro
again?
Reporting. That was my jam. Like no shade to him, but like no, I'm saying like you would choose him over Michelle Pfeiffer.
2-pack.
2-pack with like 19 heads.
you're talking
But I
to the
can't get.
Star
But I
Wars.
can't get Revan ever again, dude.
You can't
Like-
get Catwoman either. I thought you just.
I'd rather
watched
have a
Batman too.
Revan in my collection than Catwoman. That's facts.
You know, I thought he was turning a corner here, but
Right?
Apparently
No,
not.
dude, you guys don't
Take Batman,
get it
man.
twisted that I like
He doesn't
Batman. That's
fit
still
in.
a Star Wars
He doesn't
main.
like anything Batman at all.
We just haven't had a lot of Star Wars stuff to talk about.
Just likes
But
his
hold on,
Batman with
guys.
his arms off and just hanging out in a corner off screen. Yeah, just playing with it.
oh man,
All right.
You think this Nightmare Batman means something to me over here?
Oh,
he
it
only
doesn't.
collects Batman vehicles.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Okay.
What's
So-
up, Nick?
Graham, I'm counting you. You are my DC buddy in the group.
All right, this
Please
is.
tell us what your number one is and the
I don't
answer.
have a number one, to be honest.
Slipping. He is slipping. We're losing him.
So, on my list, we got the T800. Yes, I did pre-order that, by the way. Chewie, Artisan
You're gonna-
Black Widow.
Read all of your pre-orders.
Yeah, Darth Vader Battle Damage. We have the Imposter Joker. We also have this one. This one comes close because it's kind of like the same. It packs kind of the same punch, and it's the Batman Armory with Bruce Wayne, the 2.0. It's a big piece.
Mm.
You got Darth Maul, Jack Sparrow. It's a good one, but I mean, a lot of these are 2.0, so it's really tough to be like,
Yeah.
oh man, this is my
In a
most.
way, if you don't get
I've had
that
'em
one,
before, right?
technically the 1.0 is there for you to choose if you wanted to in the future.
Right.
So yeah. So
Right.
steer away from a 2.0 if you can,
Right.
just for the sake of this experiment here.
And then Joker, sculpted hair Joker.
Mhm.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, I think the Joker is my most anticipated because I need a
Wow.
Joker back. I know it's sick, but and then through Underground we do have Thrawn, Han Solo, and then Hera, and then through 1/6 kit we have in art Superman, and as of right now in art Batman.
Mm.
So those are my current pre-orders. I think I don't know. Stay away from a 2.0. Okay.
24 head
no
sculpts.
Joker, no Jack, no Maul, no Armory, no Vader, no Chewie, no Terminator. That's pretty much my whole pre-order list. I'm gonna go with Catwoman.
Okay.
Everything-
Okay.
I mean, it's all.
You can never have a
2.0.
Dark Knight Joker again in your collection.
Is that true?
Gone.
Dilo?
Yes.
No, it's off his pre-roll list. No. He was very clear about a lot of these are 2.0s, and I said,
Right.
well, yeah, that makes sense. You can't get the 2.0, that you can always get the 1.0 because that's
Okay.
kind of true because it
So
already
Graham's
That's
got
not
it.
enough. That's not high
easy.
state. That's
That
not
was
high
my
stakes
pre-order.
enough.
Catwoman
Yeah.
made it pretty easy.
That's
for
not
me.
high
That's
stakes
not high
enough.
stakes enough for
'Cause
Graham.
all
We
mine
shouldn't
are
go.
pretty much
Oh, and go get
2.0.
another 1.0. This should be a do or die situation. You can never have a Joker again in your collection because you can never have a Catwoman. We gotta go. We gotta go all or none on both
Boys are
sides.
talking.
30,
Listen, I'll
Steven.
try to help
We
you
gotta
out.
go. We gotta go all out both sides, boys. You can't be. No. I'm gonna go get the 1.0 Dark Knight Joker. No, that ain't gonna happen.
Loophole,
sounded
bitches.
just like Graham.
You picked that so Raven.
Well, if we're doing it this
Sincerely, Darth Raven.
way, if we're doing it this way, I'd rather have a T800 than the Catwoman. I'd rather have a Chewie than the Catwoman. I'd
This
rather
is
have
good.
a Joker.
This is good.
I'd rather have Catwoman probably over Darth Maul, maybe over Jack Sparrow.
This is a
and
bootleg Hot Toys versus right now.
Maybe over the Armory.
No, you're loving it though. You gotta admit. You,
No, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. How about you, Dilo? Did you answer this question?
no, I figured I'd let my
No,
friends answer
not
first, and
this.
then I would go next. But okay, you want me to answer? Or you want me to go?
Yep.
I feel like he's poor Graham.
Dilo's got like
struggling
2
over there.
pre-orders.
The boy's struggling. He just, I got you, buddy. All right, so
Hold on. Steven, I was joking. He said when is In-Art Superman dropping? I said 2030. He said thanks. So I want you to know I was joking. I don't know when.
Rumor,
but the way-
rumor is
way it's
this
been
later this
going-
year.
We know
So
nothing, folks. Please don't take us too
So
serious.
if you're in the States and it drops later this year, I would say by fall of next year, maybe. I don't know. So
And
it's
you'll
gonna be a
receive
bit.
it in 2030.
Right. It's going to be a bit, but I wouldn't say 2030. Go ahead, DLO.
Okay. So my most anticipated one is actually Wanda, Artisan
Ooh, yeah.
Wanda. You
That was
guys
my
know
other
that.
one.
That was a big day. You
Big
know
day.
my excitement for that one there. You caught it. Don't forget to take a look at my video and everybody else's video, especially my video. What the hell, guys? All right.
Mer 24 forever.
But anyways,
Mer 24, never forget.
you guys. 2,000 subs. Come on, get real. Anyway, I'm fine, but
Don't
So,
take
no,
away from this
so if
moment
I
that
had
you
to
had
do
on
it
that
here,
waitlist
so-
conversion.
you guys know how much I was excited. I pretty much wished that into existence, right? If I knew that Hot Toys was not going to make a Catwoman, and I would have to sacrifice Wanda, Artisan Wanda, which, by the way, I own no Wandas. I always wanted the Civil War one, but she was way too expensive.
Yeah.
Catwoman, baby. I go Catwoman. You just can't. You just can't do it. You cannot give up on Catwoman. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
That's me. So yeah, I would do that. I would get the Jazz Inc. 2-pack with 90 heads.
Dude, I mean, that's a pretty good. I mean, we don't know the price, but it's a pretty good. I hate saying value because, again, we don't know
It's
the
a
price, but
fair
there's a
trade.
lot there. There's a
It's a
lot
fair
there.
trade, man.
Out there.
Yeah. I mean, it really puts this 2.0 armory to shame. You know, you're getting the Batman, Bruce Wayne in the armory, but there you're getting 2 Catwomans, 6 heads, diorama piece. Like, the list goes on. So it's tough, man.
Wait, hold on a second.
No more. Greg,
So you guys would give up your most anticipated pre-order for this. Well, hold on a second. This is crazy. This is crazy to me right
Is
now.
it though? Because
No,
you're
this is
asking
hold on a
crazy
second.
things.
Hold on, this is crazy to me right
This
now.
is,
You
this
guys
is
will
my
gi-
favorite Batman movie.
You
What's up,
guys will
Brian?
give
Too
up.
sweet, my brother.
You guys will
Hey,
give up your
Brian.
most. Too sweet, Brian.
Brian, I got it, by the way. Thank you, buddy.
All
All right, continue.
you guys will give up your most anticipated pre-order for this figure,
But you won't buy it.
but you won't order it for yourself.
Have you not paid attention to what I've been saying?
Come on.
If
Nope.
there's no Hot Toys in the
Yeah.
horizon, like this is like if I have confidence this is the only one I'm ever getting, I'm going to buy
This is
it.
bullshit.
That's it. You're going on the bottom. You're with me now.
Look, man.
God.
Listen, this
I'm
is
with you, D-Lo.
this is a no-brainer figure if Hot Toys doesn't make it. Like that's
You're
the point.
you're
of
also
making
not talking
it
about
fun.
price. You're talking about switching your pre-order for the deluxe. So I mean that has a lot to go
Your most
into.
anticipated that you can never have again.
I like my New Hope
Hey,
Chewie.
Justin's question:
Made
Would you
your choice?
tase Brick for this
Okay.
Catwoman? How about would you get tased
Would you
for this Catwoman?
Wait,
Like, why?
would I taste Brick? No. Would I tase him? Sure. I'm not
Of course.
tasting Brick.
I've done it for less.
That would be called cannibalism, and it is frowned upon. Oh man, it's getting loopy in here. Yeah,
hold
we got.
on a second. Pull up
Hold on,
Jose's
no, you
comment.
hold on. You hold on a second.
No, you
we got
hold on.
royalty in the house. Not only is he a channel member of the watch, but he is Mr. Maju Space himself. We have Brian Wong in the chat. Hi guys, DLO, your new background looks good. So thank you for being here, my friend. I hope you're doing well over on the other side of the earth. And yeah, keep in touch, man. Proceed, Steven.
Pull up Jose's comment real quick, please. Because I'm going to fact check the fact checker, Jose, the fact checker.
He
Oh,
said,
man.
No,
"What,
next one.
Mike?"
Next one. No, next one.
That's Valkyrie. This one right here.
Hold on. He says, you have no love for this Catwoman. I'm the only one on the panel who said I'm probably getting this figure.
No,
But
no,
you're the
no.
only one
I
on the
said
game.
No, I
who
said that I'm
said
probably
you're
getting it. Bricky's 80%.
Darth said
I'm the
80%.
most.
That
I'm
one
the
is
most
80, yeah.
likely. I'm the most likely as of
80% 's
our
pretty
own
likely.
subjective ratings to
Can
get
I just say
this.
something, Steve, real quick?
Darth Raven. Not even
Hey,
live
Dilo,
action.
Take that Star Wars hat off.
I got one. I got something to say. Graham, can you play that, please? Can you play it right now?
Yeah, 1 second.
Go ahead, play Stone Cold.
Hold on, wait. I'll
Go
set you up.
I'll
play
play that
Stone
for
Cold
you
for me.
once I get to it.
I want to talk about something.
All right.
I
I'd like to say something.
I like what he's
Oh,
like. I
there's
want to
something.
talk about something. He's like, all right.
So, watch this. You ready for this? This is gonna blow your mind, Steve. So
No.
you said you're the one that's most likely to get this, right?
Correct.
Hey, Brick. I'm going to get Catwoman. See what I did there?
I'm gonna get Catwoman.
Oh, no,
gonna
but
get
I'm going to
Catwoman.
get Catwoman now.
I'm gonna
See
get
that?
it.
So I
Who
can
else
say
gonna
it.
get it.
I can say it. But That's So Raven is so important. When
It's
it came
Darth
down
Raven.
to putting your money where your mouth was, you said, no, I need
All
a
right.
Darth.
We'll see.
Just saying. Just saying.
We'll see.
We'll see.
This game was a no-win situation.
Hey, Steve. Who is your favorite Catwoman? Since I know you like the Batman a lot, like the movie. Would you say Zoe Kravitz is your favorite Catwoman, or would you say Michelle Pfeiffer?
That's tough, man.
And,
Like, I
and
feel
I'm
like they're
asking you
also-
because you saw it later. So
I feel like they're all so different. I would almost go like, I don't know, off the top of my head, I want to say like Dark Knight trilogy Catwoman.
okay, yeah.
But like they're also
Anne Hathaway
different.
was good, man.
Yeah.
Wish
Like
that figure was better. Damn.
I feel like I would probably go Anne Hathaway. But with that being said, like the Returns version of Catwoman is just like so different than any other version. Very just like unique how the character is, and just the movie in general, how the movie is. But yeah, I would probably say Dark Knight, Anne Hathaway.
Nice.
I did close the poll. We had 52 votes. Are you getting the Jazz Inc. Catwoman? And 40% said yes. 28% said no, not interested. 19% said waiting for Hot Toys. And 11% said deluxe all the way. So
Sounds about right.
yeah, that's a pretty good number. Justin says the figure is great, Graham, when he's talking about Catwoman. I don't know. I've kicked around the idea of getting that figure for so long, and the likeness doesn't look great, and the pleather just looks awful. Goggles down definitely looks better though.
So let me ask you
Goggles
this. Let me ask you this.
3.0
Yes.
on the way, Graham. 85. Here it comes.
Let me ask you guys
He dodged
this.
the
So
bullet.
Right after I buy it, son of a.
Justin's going to be looking at his Beetlejuice and his Catwoman like, son of a bitch. He got me again.
let's say this Jazz Inc. one turns out like looks good. We know like the suit is, maybe it's not like perfect, the perfect figure. Okay. Maybe it's like an 8 out of 10 Catwoman figure. The suit is like a different material that we know is not going to deteriorate. And you get a Hot Toys Artisan Catwoman from 92 that's a full pleather suit. Which one are you going to go for?
Neither.
Like
Wait,
if Hot
wait,
Toys
wait,
makes it,
wait,
so
wait.
I'm saying if Jazz Inc. comes out and it's say it's an 8 out of 10, say it's a good figure, you like the representation of the character.
By that
and her
time it'll be
suit-
gone though. It'll be too late.
Well, we like say we know that the suit is gonna be durable. We know that the suit is not just gonna be. We know that the suit is not gonna just like be. It's not pleather, so we know we don't have to worry about it breaking down. Hot Toys then drops an Artisan Edition Catwoman with a full pleather suit. What are you going to do in that situation if
Jazz
the whole
Inc.
entire suit is
Hot
pleather?
Toys being lazy. I'm going Jazz Inc.
And Jazz Inc. makes a good figure, maybe not the best one. Let's say even Hot Toys looks a little bit better, Artisan version, but it's got a full pleather outfit. What one are you going to go for in that situation?
Well.
This is tricky, man.
Oh, the
If it's Artisan, it's going to be like
The
if it's
turns
Artisan,
have
it's going to be
to-
like 465 for one head sculpt.
So
So-
pleather though, huh?
Because that's probably what's going to happen. Hot Toys is going to make the suit pleather. That's probably what's going to happen.
I wouldn't disagree with you, man. I mean, that sounds like their MO. That would definitely fit the MO there.
Prime.
But you know what the unhealthy answer is to your question, Steve? Because I'm brave enough to answer that question.
Unhealthy answer.
As I collect. I'm not sure if
Love
you
it.
guys know that, ladies and gentlemen at home. I haven't said this in a while,
Without
but
fear.
I collect without fear. So I will tell you right now that if Hot Toys was in the mix, and I know it's not going to be very popular for a lot of people here right now, but if Hot Toys made it, I would make that equivalent to a toxic relationship where, like, I know she's not good for me. I know she's going to break my heart, but I love her, man. I love her. So
I love her.
you probably get the Hot Toys
Love her,
one, dude.
man.
I probably would get the Hot Toys one.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
You smell that fear.
You smell that?
Here.
Oh my goodness.
So
Well,
you're all
anybody
getting the
else
Hot
answer
Toys
or
one?
just me?
That was good.
You're all
That
just
was a
going
lot of
Hot
fun.
Toys, right?
No, I'm going. I would go Jazz Inc.
You go Jazz Inc.
Because Hot Toys
Because the
has
Hot
yet
Toys
to
Artisan's
prove
going to be
they're-
like
they're not.
Hot Toys
yeah.
Artisan's going to be like 460, one head sculpt, pleather. To me, that's lazy. I would go Jazz Inc. if that was the case.
Oh, calling me out on the fear thing. Well, call me a scaredy cat. I pick Hot Toys.
That's realistic. Like that's probably. I feel like they're probably gonna do some type of like artisan version or something, right? It's funny.
Never know.
Well, even if you weren't interested, at least we kind of made this fun. I asked the chat as well as our last poll of the night if you would cancel your most anticipated pre-order for this Catwoman. So let's see, because a lot of you, because over 50% are getting this Catwoman
Okay,
in some
actually, that's a good
capacity.
point.
So let's see what you guys say for that. What fun exercises we had tonight, huh?
You're welcome.
Yeah. I'm excited for
Why
this
haven't we
Batman.
talked about T2? Is that something that like has everybody talked about it but me at this point? Is it one of those things?
yeah,
again?
yeah, we're gonna talk
Yeah.
about Terminator.
But I do a show on Tuesdays by myself, so I don't feel left out. So that way we can completely not
Yeah.
go over a figure because I'm the only one that doesn't have a show. Is that what we're doing now?
Yeah, if it's old news, it's old news. You know, I can't.
Dang. It's not even a week old. That's fine.
Let me see.
I like it. If
Be
anybody
passive
cares.
aggressive with me here. Oh shit! I forgot about this. I didn't even see this Iron Man that came out. Maybe I didn't. I just blocked it from my memory.
Mark 80?
80.
6 days ago, DLO. 6 days.
Lifetime ago, apparently.
All right. Here is the Terminator, the battle damage version, the 2.0 leather. It's a leather outfit, and yes, it is a leather belt. Somebody called me out on my live stream for not knowing that. Some reviewer I am, right? So, please forgive me for that. But yes, it is. I still think it's the same head sculpt. Just paint apps different and you know some tweaks. But what do you guys think? Brand new head sculpt? You think so?
Newly developed head sculpt.
Newly
as Philo
developed.
says.
That does not mean brand new by any
That's
means.
we're gonna
Every
go off of
word.
Delo's definition from the Obi-Wan.
Oh, that is
Newly
legitimately
developed.
Clone Wars. Like, that's no doubt about
Yeah.
that. Like,
Well, that's like this is the same type of verbiage, right? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, is it a brand new full thing? Like, they looks like they took the original and just modified it or made it better in certain ways.
It looks great. I mean, again, I wouldn't say salty. I don't know what I'm going to do with my DX13 yet. I'm not in a rush to sell it, but I don't think I'm going to keep, even though it'd be cool to have both looks at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to keep 2 Terminators. So I might sell, but it's good enough for me to pre-order this right away. I did it. So, you know, this thing will be coming home for me. Are you guys all in on this? Anybody passing on it for sure? Brick, don't let me down.
I'm all in on this.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right.
I have not pre-ordered it yet though, but yeah, I'm gonna get this figure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you have to rush. It's not limited or anything like that, but at the same time, I knew I wanted it. I'm like, why not just get ahead of the game and secure it and not worry about it?
Yeah.
Sneaker, what about you? Is this something you might be interested in, or doesn't fit in the collection?
Potentially, but I'm gonna wait. This is gonna be one I think I'm just gonna wait and see what happens with Market Watch. Probably with this one. I'm not gonna get this one right away. It's just I don't know. I need to figure out an area more for one-off figures with my setup. I might have to revamp some things, like once some more one-off stuff comes out.
one-off
But
stuff is awesome. To be honest, with you.
it's awesome. It's just so hard to place in certain areas. Like, you know how it is. Like when, like now that I've just like kind of curated things and moved everything around, I have to find a good way to display these types of figures. So
Dude, I'm with you.
yeah.
It's a sacrifice, but honestly, man, I think for collecting, for me personally, I feel like it's a necessary thing to have someone else, because
Yeah.
if I only had DC,
for sure.
Marvel, and Star Wars, like I think I'd lose my mind collecting here. Like having something different that I like that has nothing to do with my main IPs that I collect is so good to have. Like literally now that I've revamped everything, like my bottom cases below me here, right behind my chair, they literally, that's all my one-offs there. And
Yeah,
they now
that's
have
probably what
room
I'm
to
gonna do.
breathe. Dude, I got my DeLorean and all my Back to the Future stuff on one side. It's got room for that DeLorean to shine now. And now I got my one-offs, my John Wicks, my T2 figures, and I got Hellboy, Pennywise. It looks badass. None of them have any business being next together, but it's like the perfect chaotic case. Like it's fun. You gotta really like find space for something like that, because it really makes collecting fun having those one-offs.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I will I do want to get a Terminator figure, so we'll see, but I'm not gonna pre-order it right now. I'm gonna wait, continue to evaluate, see how it goes when we get closer.
DLO, are you getting this? And if so, are you keeping your DX13?
Yeah, great question. So the answer to your first one there is yes, I'm getting it, and the second one is yes, I'm keeping mine. I am actually, believe it or not, this may come as a surprise to some, but I think this is the least offensive 2.0 release Hot Toys has ever done. I genuinely, and I'll tell you why. It's very, very simple. The DX19 was so good that I bought two at one point. At one point I bought two because both looks are drastically different. I'm a huge Arnold fan, and I thought both looks deserved to be shown on my display. And I had it like that for a long time. And then as I got more and more figures in my collection, I decided to downsize to one. And I have missed having two ever since, because it just stinks where like you really want to have the fully battle damage version and you love it. It looks great, but then you still miss the other style that it had as well too, when he was less damaged, but you know, still looked pretty damaged. It looked good. So for me, I knew this was eventually going to happen. The way things were going, you know, if this was shown, kind of like Steve said before, we've gotten most of everything that's been shown so far, right? So I knew it was only a matter of time before this one was announced. So mentally, I was prepared for this to happen. And when it happened, I saw it and I said, you know what? Doesn't look much different from my DX13.
No.
if I was one to say I only need one and I own the DX13, I don't think you need to upgrade. I honestly don't think so.
No, I don't think I don't think so either. But the leather is a nice.
The leather's a nice thing, but listen, dude. You listen now. Welcome to Toy Anxiety. Welcome to Monkey Depot, eBay. You're going to be able to replace your
This thing's going to be a hot commodity.
That's going to be
Start it out.
Dude. Before people were paying the price of a figure to replace their jackets and their leather pants and their belts, especially there. So either way, you're still doing good. But I mean, if you're a collector who has your DX13 and kind of like myself wanted to display both, I had it like that before. I loved it. I kind of miss having it that way. I'm gonna get it because this one has a couple more accessories that I can use that the other one didn't. Awesome base as well too. They both look good. So yeah, like I said, this is the least offensive 2.0 Hot Toys is announced. So I think if you're a DX13 guy, you're okay. Not the end of the world. Don't start panic selling there. If you're a person who's been waiting for a good deal, congratulations, you just hit the jackpot. And if you're a person who's interested in getting both, well, for the price of, one on eBay about a week ago, now you can afford two of these and display both. So there's something for everybody with this one. So for me, couldn't be happier. Like I said, very non-offensive to me. I think it's a great release. I think a lot of collectors are going to be happy with it. I don't know why Steve does not want to pre-order this figure because it's fantastic, but whatever. That's just
your chance. It's basically your chance.
Are you going to pre-order? Are you going to pre-order this?
I'm going to get this. 1,000% I'm going to get.
Are you going to pre-order it though?
Maybe. Anybody wants to throw me a little discount for my pre-order money? I'll throw you my business. But yeah, I'm going to definitely 100% get this here just because I've done it before. It's beautiful when they're together. Take my word for it. It really pops on the display. And now I got one with great paint apps, and I also have a second head. So I could theoretically upgrade my original DX13 with the second sculpt there. And then voila, ladies and gentlemen, I have two practically brand new figures. So it's a win-win if you're in that situation like I am. So yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm happy for older collectors who have the DX13. I'm happy for new collectors. This is like the first one where I say we're all okay. No one should be offended by this release. That's just how I feel about this one.
And we did have kind of a heads up that this was coming, so hopefully that eased the blow a little bit. For
sure. Mentally, I was ready for this to happen, for sure.
But the one thing that was offensive to me.
Oh
boy.
Shit on everything I just said. Go ahead.
Is the fact that this robotic eye is not USB-C plug-in. How do we come out with a new figure that has this battle damage head sculpt where he looks, it looks great, but it looks dead. Like how do we not have it this day and age when everything's got the plug-in box and everything? It reminds me of, and I know you guys don't have this figure yet because you're not as cool as me, but the Return of the Jedi Darth Vader, the electrified helmet has the cord coming right down. Why couldn't the cord come down, comes through the back and down the coat or whatever? And I don't know. I just, I don't see how hard it would have been to add that technology so that you could have the light on the eye all the time. You guys agree with me, or am I just kind of out in left field here alone?
You got a point, man. You got a point. I think the fair compromise, and hopefully this gets, this happens, because they did it with the Imperial Commando, where they painted it to a way to where if it's not lit up, it still looks like it's lit up.
That would be nice.
So if they do that, then it's not too bad. You don't feel the need to put in the batteries. But yeah, I agree with you. I guess I didn't think about that. You make
not
a good
deal
point.
breaker by any means, but it offends me a little bit, the fact that we're coming out with a 2.0 and really the only thing that I see that's improved, sure, if you want to say the diorama base, easy to do, doesn't take much effort at all. The leather's great. The head sculpts to me look the same, but I'm sure going to have up really nice paint applications. They're going to look better for sure. But that's all I'm seeing. That's really a big upgrade is the leather. So great figure to start with. So it didn't need a whole lot. It stood the test of time. And like DLO said, it's great for collectors that even still have the original, because you can use the new head sculpts, and you got 2 figures. So getting it, pre-ordering it, happy about it, but I just would have liked to see that.
How do you think that they would do do the wire in the head sculpt though? I feel like that'd be so hard to do, to put a USB port into it. That would be I feel like a challenge.
No, it's a little cord that plugs into the junction box, and then that
you're talking about the little
Junction.
Yep.
So you're saying it would
you'd
just
have a
basically
junction
come
box.
out of the back of the head, come off the back of the head,
right? And either just through the back where you wouldn't see it, or down the coat, probably down the coat.
Yeah.
And then you can put those junction boxes on the crotch grabber, and then it's right behind him, type of thing.
Yeah, sure. It'd be nice. It bothers me too with C-3PO is one that I really wish they would have done something like that for.
Same thing.
It really, I'm contemplating going the fusion reactor route. It's not horrible price. I've been considering that for some of my figures, because it's really frustrating. C-3PO would look so great with eyes lit up. So I've been,
I think I might need to do that too.
I've been thinking about that, doing just the USB
K2SO.
K2, with the I guess you could call them dummy batteries, but fusion reactor. I might consider, now that I've been lighting stuff up, I feel like this would be so cool if you had it lit up the whole time. It'd be probably worth it.
Yeah. Oh, you guys always say I'm bitter, so damned if I do, damned if I don't.
2 boners have changed it, man.
Yeah. Let's scroll through a couple more of these here. So again, look at the this is one of my favorite head sculpts ever too, is this
Beautiful.
battle damage T800. Looks awesome. Just trying to see if again, the wrinkle in the forehead is the same. The mouth, kind of a little bit of a frown, is the same. The hair might be a little bit more detailed, but looks overall the same. Everything looks the same to me. It's just better. Just better paint apps.
I feel like the first head sculpt is still really good too.
Yeah.
For how old it is, I feel like
right.
the fact that we're kind of like not sure if this is a brand new one, I feel like that just shows how good the first one was too.
Yeah. This was a top 3 grail for me, so I'm stoked.
No, I'm glad. Like people like you, Rob, are getting this.
Yep.
It's really
And
cool.
for 350, right?
330.
Yeah,
I think.
Is it
Yes,
330?
Is it? That was 350.
Maybe it's 350. I think I might have just had some rewards that I put down
Okay.
to get it to 330. Now that I think about it.
Let's killer,
And
man.
could you imagine if this actually comes out next July? That's not a bad turnaround time. I mean, that's the beginning of the window, but that would be cool too. Less than a year because it is a 2.0, so maybe it goes a little quicker. But to think that it shouldn't take too long is pretty cool. So we'll see.
Do you
Might
think
just
the feature to take off the hair in the back would be better though? Because that's one thing I didn't like about the original one.
Yeah, I hope so. You could just for the people that didn't have it, you could just easily see the hair edging, like, but I don't know because it is still going to be sculpted. But yeah, I mean maybe they've tweaked that a little bit. So
Now-
Brick
Yeah.
and Sneaker, which head sculpt do you prefer?
The top.
We're playing top or bottom here, Brick.
Top, baby. Give me the top.
Someone's
I'm
getting
not
sued.
submissive.
Sneaker, which one do you prefer?
Yeah, I mean the light up eye just looks so cool, man.
Yeah.
Just like the battle damage with like that eye is really, I feel like the cooler, like more unique look. So I would say that one.
Yeah, and like you said, DLO, like it's not just the head sculpt either. You know, one is going to be missing the arm. Like if you have 2 figures, one's going to be missing the arm, one's going to have it. You can use the assault rifle with one, plus you know the grenade launcher with the other one. So there's a lot of different looks you can do if you do have the old one to keep it.
I've been meaning to ask somebody this. Does anybody know what the arm accessory is supposed to be exactly for this one? Like, because it comes with a silicone arm, right? With
Well,
this,
They
this
teased
offering?
that, but they didn't say anything. They
I don't
teased
think
it
so.
with the silicone arm, but they didn't.
is it in the
say-
photos here, like in the accessories list? Because I mean, when I saw it displayed, it had like the silicone arm next to it. I was curious to like see what that's all about. No, it's not there.
Interchangeable battle damaged left arm is all it says.
Oh, it is. No.
Genuine leather clothing, and then we have the separate rolling eyeballs, and then you also going to have the specially designed diorama base with LED light up function. You guys pretty good with this base? You all like it?
It's okay.
I said it in my video too. I just wish they would have gone all out. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the old look of bases we've seen.
If that had
before.
like the metal look in the front too, it'd
Yeah.
be cooler.
Like,
Yeah.
get rid of the nameplate as well and just have it like
Yeah.
a full diorama piece. So I think would have been better. But I do
Yeah.
like the light up function here too.
Yeah, I feel like they just need to go. Yeah, exactly. They need to go all in on the dioramas. Like we don't
Yeah.
need nameplates for stuff. Like,
Yeah.
in this case, you know what it is, or just have like a modular, piece that you can put somewhere around it, or like a separate little nameplate.
Yeah, like a
piece that if you
separate little
wanna-
thing that you can like lean
Yeah,
against it
sure.
or something.
Yeah, whatever you want to do with it, where you can just like put it somewhere, like a little like mini, like nameplate with a stand or something to have near it or whatever. But yeah, I wish the big silver plaque wasn't right in the front like that, and it's pretty like big on this base too. So
Now, would
Really-
you guys be interested in? I'm sorry. Would you guys be interested in the clean one that they teased? Because we saw like a
Did
head
they tease
sculpt.
the clean one?
yeah,
Well, they teased a head
the
sculpt.
Yixi skull.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yes.
Yeah, I'd be interested.
Hot
If he
Toys
comes
make
with
the
like
bike.
the shotgun and the
I want the bike.
roses.
Yeah, I want
I
the
feel
bike.
like a clean one is like almost like I feel like they're
Too
gonna
generic.
no I was gonna say I feel like the clean one is like inevitable, like it's gonna happen. I feel like they're gonna go hard on Terminator, to be honest. Like I think they're gonna revisit everything that they've done.
Endoskeleton.
Yep, I think they're gonna
Oh,
revisit
yeah.
that. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
they're gonna
Diecast.
I think they're gonna
Sarah
what's the
Connor,
one?
1000.
Yeah, Sarah. Yep. I think they're gonna. They know people like. I feel like they know people think it's time for Terminator, and they're doing this one like I feel like more of that stuff is coming. It's been a long time.
Clinton says the silicone arm is on the secret base photos.
Interesting.
Let's see here. So
I remember seeing it. I know.
yeah, I remember they had it like laying
I'll
out
look
there,
it up.
right? But but it doesn't make sense to have one if you think about it.
Well, that's what I was confused with, because like it doesn't fit this. It would fit the clean one, because it would be awesome if they did that scene with Miles Bennett when he shows them that would be insanely cool. So
maybe that was just another tease for the clean version. It was like, hey,
I mean, just laid out the wrong accessory with the wrong figure. I mean,
That's possible. That's honestly possible. Really quickly, we have. I gotta scroll way back up here. I missed. We have KG in the house. What's going on, Wolfpack? How are you doing, my friend? Thank you for joining us tonight. And then we also have Low Key Collector Calvin joining us, both on the West Coast. So thank you for stopping in, guys. Hope you're doing well. Also, Nick's Collectibles is here. I kind of gave him a little too sweet, but I don't know if he saw it. So too sweet to Nick's Collectibles.
Naked Terminator.
Yeah, we need some naked Terminators. But how far do you think they go with this line? Do you think they go all the way to Sarah Connor? Because that is one of the figures that really could use a 2.0. If we're talking about a T1000, honestly, like I have the T1000, looks good, but if we're being honest, it could really use a facelift as well. So I'm curious, because I could see them being done here, doing nothing else, because it's almost like it's just a one-off. So let's just give them a little bit and then move on to our other Star Wars and Marvel stuff. Or do you think they actually revisit this line?
I mean, could it depend too on how many pre-orders they get? They're going to continue, but I don't know. I think we have a chance. I mean, the clean version, I think we could get a Sarah Connor endoskeleton T1000 for sure. Sarah Connor maybe, but like endoskeleton, like I see that. We got to have that diecast. Yeah, I see that.
I think when it comes to like these, like with time, with certain franchises, like I think eventually it kind of dwindles down to just the main characters, and people lose interest in the other ones. Like Sarah Connor's crucial. Like if you know the movie, she's crucial. But Arnold sells tickets, not Linda Hamilton, right? So it's like one of those things where, like, from a business perspective, I can see them ending with Arnold. Like I totally believe 100% they're going to do the clean one as well too. Like if they're going to do this one, they're going to do the clean one. That one can definitely use a new head sculpt. So I'm leaning towards that particular photo we saw there. I think that's going to be a Arnold Schwarzenegger for T2, but the clean version. I think personally that's what it is. Some people are saying Dutch. I don't think it's Dutch. It's not.
Oh, Dutch would be so cool.
Dutch would be. Ideally, I would love for it to be Dutch. I don't think it's Dutch. I think that's wishful thinking. But yeah, I mean, I can see them doing both Arnold versions and being done with it. Just because, as much as, like, yes, Sarah Connor desperately needs a 2.0, and T1000 can definitely use it as well too. Maybe T1000 does better than Sarah Connor does, but I think Sarah Connor, they'd probably lose money on it at this point. I just don't see people.
Well, and we don't see a lot of Sarah Connor like busts and statues, and
no, it's always Arnold.
It's always
T1000
Arnold
too, but yeah, never lived in Hamilton. I don't know. So that's just my theory on that.
Would you consider selling your T1000 to get ahead of it and risk that they don't do it? Are you gonna keep, or you're gonna keep either way? Because I don't think they're gonna. If they do the T1000, I don't think they're gonna do it the same where you're getting both looks. Do you?
No,
I think they want to keep that one having some value to it.
Well, no, not just that. I just think that, like, when that figure came out, it was such a different time for Hot Toys. Like, there was so much value back then. Hot Toys used to give you essentially two figures, in a way. That one there had both outfits, and all you really needed was another body, and you had two figures, right? Yeah. Which is what I did. I wound up getting the figure, and then I wound up getting like a stock body for it, and now I have both looks, right? But I only paid for one, so it was a different time. I think if they were to do it, I think both looks are worthy of making, but I don't think they would ever do it together again like they did back with the original set. So Would I do it to get ahead of it? It's a combination of what I paid for it and is it even really worth anything afterwards now anyways, because I just feel like the market's so diluted with stuff and people are trying to get ahead of things that the price is already down to begin with. I might just wait and see if I like it. I can keep it with the bike helmet on, with the glasses on. That doesn't matter. But you then rock the clean version with the updated look if they decide to do that. Who knows? But honestly, I'm not in this place anymore where it's just I need to sell to get ahead of it anymore, because I feel like the market is just where it's at. Whether you sell now or you sell after something comes out, it's going to be just as hard, and it's not going to be the money you're getting for. So I'd rather play the waiting game personally.
Yeah.
Was that asking for a friend question you gave me?
Curious. I mean, I guess it's crossed my mind, but I'm also because I've changed the way I'm collecting, I don't have to be in a rush to sell because I'm not pulling in so many figures right now. I'm doing payment plans, and I'm keeping a limit of how much I want to do a payment plan per month, and I'm not buying the strays. I'm not going backwards and stuff. So it is a lot easier for me to keep a figure and sit on it and wait. So I'm like I kind of told you guys before, I'm just feeling I'm in a better place and enjoying the hobby a little bit more too, because I don't feel the addiction necessarily to buy every other week or every week a figure. So, I mean, I miss it a little bit because the thrill of buying is fun and I love reviewing and stuff like that. But it's the change is good. So kind of following the lines of Brick Artemis here a little bit and just being disciplined and steadfast. But I can get behind this comment here. We need more Arnold figures in general.
Yes, we do.
And honestly, when I think back to my childhood, gosh, Arnold was a really big staple in that. Terminator, Predator, Commando. But he was versatile too. He was in Kindergarten Cop, Junior, a bunch of those other movies too. I feel like he was almost like a Robin Williams of our generation. He was in almost everything, in Batman and Robin even, and he played so many different roles. Jingle All the Way. Maybe not all of them were award winners, but at the same time, Eraser.
End of Days.
End of Days, Eraser, The Sixth Day. What's True Lies was another good one. Just so many. The list goes on. Yeah, and he's getting older now. And when you see pictures of him or interviews of him, you're just I just miss young Arnold and all the joy he brought me as a child.
Action Hero.
Yeah, Last Action Hero, all the movies. So I think he's iconic enough that if they would make one-offs of Arnold characters, that they would sell. Almost like what they did with what Sideshow did with Clint Eastwood. If they would do that with Arnold, I think it would be a hit and people would buy it. So
yep.
I'm with you on that one, Justin. There's so many characters that I love.
I love Running Man.
Arnold that I'd love to see. So yeah, can you guys get behind that? If you let's just take Terminator out because we have Terminator, but we'll include Dutch and stuff because that was a really old figure and whatnot. But if there was one character that you could get from Hot Toys that was an Arnold character, which one would it be?
Ooh. Turbo Man, baby. Let's go.
Turbo Man.
That's a good answer, actually.
Yeah.
Be cool. One-to-one
Turbo
scale,
Man is cool.
Be cool.
For me, it's probably still Dutch just because I love Predator.
For me, it would be Commando. Realistically, I like Commando a lot.
Yeah, that's asking me to choose.
I know
To my kid. I'm an Arnold buff. Honestly, Arnold is everything for me. Real shit. That's my favorite action hero of all times. Always wanted to be like him. So I love a lot of his movies. There's so many Running Man. Running Man is up there is one of my favorites. Justin said it in the chat. That is one of my favorite Arnold movies. I love that one. Total Recall It's just such a big one for me there.
Can you imagine getting that head sculpt with his, you know how he does his face, like
2 weeks. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, great movie. Got Sharon Stone in that movie. Good God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 2-pack.
2-pack.
But yeah, I mean,
Days
there's so
was underrated.
Commando is like for me, it's just like I can make an argument for every Arnold movie. Like truth be told, like, hey, if I wanted a Rambo like Arnold, I'd buy the Commando, right? If I wanted, peak Arnold, T2, obviously, right? I mean, if you can put, if like for me as an Arnold fan, like you can put them in other like categories, and I can justify buying every one of those. To be honest with you, so that's tough. I know. Maybe for me, since no one has made it before, I would kill for a Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger in the yellow jumpsuit. Like that would be sick. And maybe put him in the pod as well too. Have you guys ever seen Running Man? You guys know?
It's been a while, but yes.
One of my favorites, dude. One of my favorites there. Jesse the Body Ventura's in that movie. It's good. It's good movie there. But yeah, Total Recall, you name it. There's a bunch of them there. Twins would be so sweet though. Twins with Danny DeVito.
2-pack, that'd be cool, right?
Danny DeVito would be amazing.
A 2-pack there, yeah.
That'd be sick there. So yeah, there's tons.
I feel like Conan would be a cool figure, man. Like, yeah, I feel like that would be something that would be unique. That's kind of different from all the ones you guys picked. But I mean, it's really hard to not pick like all the other ones you guys talked about.
Yeah.
All of those are, I mean, really good choices. So yeah, there's just so much to choose from because there's so much good stuff.
Do you think they would do you think they'll do the T1 figures if they're touching upon T2? I think T1 is more likely than like Sarah Connor or maybe even.
I feel like it's such a. I feel like yeah, and I also feel like it's something they could just like keep trickling out. Like they're releasing stuff and then like, oh, let's drop a Terminator figure. They release more stuff from their main IPs that they always do, and then they just drop a Terminator figure. I could see that happening. Like with these figures, not so much getting a bunch of stuff at once, but yeah, that's kind of where my thought process is with that. I feel like people want it, and like it's super popular. Like I see so much. I still see a bunch of like Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator stuff. So I feel like the market is there, but yeah,
and kind of like how you figure saying too, like he like was the real life action figure for us kids. Like
yep,
bigger than life. So
yeah, man.
Yeah. End of Days is underrated
iron.
though.
I want a pumping iron.
Yeah,
that would be cool. Yeah.
I love going to the gym.
What does he say?
Pump.
It feels like coming.
It feels like coming every time. Every time I get the pump, like coming again.
No, I'd love a Dutch though to pair with my Predator.
That's a good documentary.
That would be ideal. So, Hot Toys, if you're watching, come on now. Alrighty. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a great figure. I think all of us are at least interested in it. Sneaker's not quite sure if he's gonna pull the trigger, but I think he should. I think he really should. So,
I do want to get a Terminator figure at some point.
Very good.
Just not today.
Just not today. I'll be back. Whatever. Sorry. Cheesy. Get it.
Having said that, I think we're going to end the show tonight.
It's over.
This was a lot of fun, boys. It's always good hanging out with you. It's good hanging out with the chat as well. You guys were lit, as they call it, as the young folks say. DLO,
yes,
I know you kind of talked about it already, but just
lit all the time.
Just let us know what you got going on in your world.
Well, I've been drinking. I got my replacement pieces for my Majin case, so they're officially all up. The ones that you cannot see, they are now officially up. So I'm going to be spending the next couple days kind of loading all the figures up there, cleaning up the room, cleaning up the house, begging for forgiveness, and eventually putting out more content. So, yeah, not in all in that particular order, but there we go. So as far as new content is concerned, I'm going to start filming again this weekend, get back to it there, and see if I can put something out really quick just to kind of get the wheels going, because I miss kind of doing the content as well too. Just like it's been a while. I haven't done anything since the StatueCon trip. So I took Graham went on vacation. I started working on this project. Believe me, it's been almost a month and a half. I've been doing it all by myself. So it's a lot of work in between work, between Wolfpack shows and stuff like that. So and then of course a couple of delays here and there that was just out of my control. But yeah, so I'm just relieved to get my collection back in the collection. And then once I get it all cleaned up and organized here, content, baby. I got tons of ideas. I got tons of stuff that I've already recorded, so I got to edit it. So I got info. I got some good stuff. So tune in. DLO is back, baby.
All right. And yeah, shout out to DLO for thinking on the fly with some of these exercises we did tonight. It made the show a lot of fun. So appreciate that, DLO. And then we have Brick Artemis.
Yeah, man, I have a few. I feel like I've been saying this the last couple weeks. A few videos in the works. I haven't. They're gonna be fun. They're gonna be good. It's just a matter of when I'm doing it. Just been really busy. Bugle 6, of course, every other Monday. We got episode or issue, I should say, issue 20 coming up. Not this coming up Monday, but the following Monday. I do have How You Figured coming on there with me. Thank you, by the way, Justin. Probably get one more guest on there as well for that episode. And then of course issue number 21, October 7th, I have the Queen G 22. She will be on the show with Jose, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So and Austin Nicholas will be on that episode as well, talking a bunch of TMNT and all that good nostalgia stuff.
Sounds fun. Looking forward to all the shows that you got coming out. And we have EvilSneaker.
I'm going to be thinking about how I'm not buying Beetlejuice a lot this week because it's not going to happen. Thank you, Justin. I'm kind of in the same position as DLO as far as like it's been a process. And I'm at the point where I'm kind of getting tired of just like working on everything because there's just so much stuff. Like DLO knows how it is. Like, it is a lot, like when you have to go through everything. But like this section, my Star Wars stuff is pretty much done. I'm in the process of like going through my other stuff and kind of getting it sorted. I spent like over an hour messing with D100 today because my D100 Iron Man is now redeemed, baby. Oh my gosh. If anybody needs a D100 Iron Man, hit me up because I got one for sale.
Excellent
hit me
condition.
up, but excellent condition. One little issue. I'll disclose it to you in the private messages. But he's redeemed and he's looking great. What a figure. But yeah, so you guys can catch me on my show on Sunday nights that I do with How You Figure on Sundays at 8 p.m. Central, my live show Sneak Peek. And then I go live kind of randomly throughout the week as well if there's some figures that are announced or released. And then I do want to do like another video game charity stream. I haven't really been able to. I've just had a lot going on this past week. So I want to do some more of that stuff. But yeah, just really trying to get my stuff together, focusing on lives. I do have like some stuff in the works for content. A couple different videos that I have ideas for as I've been going through the process. And then also in a month, I will be in New York for New York Comic Con. So if anybody in the chat is going to be there, hit me up. I'm happy to meet you in person. That'd be awesome. So the more people, the better. I know there's a bunch of people that are going, and I'm really looking forward to it. Never been in New York, so obviously I've never been to Comic Con, so really looking forward to that. So yeah, if you're there, hit me up, and I'll be making that's going to be like a lot of content. I'll probably like vlog my whole experience, or the majority of it, going to New York. So looking forward to that. It's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing that. And yeah, man, I can't believe that's just a month away. So excited for you to be able to go and do that. Yeah, and thank you for you guys for always being on the show each and every week. Thank you for being a part of the Wolfpack ecosystem. And these guys are all part of it. So again, please make sure that you guys are subscribing, watching their shows. They have a lot of good stuff to offer too. You can also find like DLO on Instagram, as well as these other guys as well. As it goes for my channel, I showed it in the beginning, but I'm going to show it one more time. We do have the 89 Batman in-house. Put it right there. Oh, that's big. So
Can you pull it out and give us a tease? Pause. the figure.
It's so big. Can you give us a tease? Time is that.
It's pretty ginormous. I don't know. Wait
That
for
is
the
all
review.
every
Wait for the
time.
review.
Heard
It's
that.
coming. It's gonna come out by Friday, so it'll be here soon.
Pause.
I'm gonna stay up late tomorrow and edit and get it all put together. So looking forward to it. Can't wait to talk about that and get him on the shelf next to the Batmobile. So guys, when I pre-ordered this, my collection was still in the back room. That's how long it's been. That's when this was announced, and I sold
Sad.
the DX9. So, yeah, it's been a minute. Other than that, I'm going to be doing a room tour in the next few weeks too. But we just got word again that Thrawn is going to be incoming, probably maybe the first week of October. So that review is going to be coming out soon too. And then yeah, we'll see. So Ahsoka figures are starting to hit. So be
Cool.
ready.
Can't wait.
Brace yourselves.
Facebook
Yeah,
refresh
not.
just reminded me.
Cannot wait.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, this was fun. Till next time.
good.
We should do this again sometime.
Yeah.
How about a
let's-
Wednesday?
Let's plan this again. Maybe next week, same place, same time. How about
Hey,
that?
episode 70, guys.
I'm gonna take a
Good
look at
job.
my calendar.
When
no
will
problem.
when will we hit 100 here? Let's see.
Oh,
71,
next
Wow.
year around May or
73,
June.
74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. Oh jeez. Christmas Day is on a Wednesday. Don't think we'll be doing a Wolfpack, but that would have been
Have plans.
84. So we'll probably take that week off.
Why?
Or maybe we'll do like a special Thursday or something. We'll see. We'll see.
We could always see if we can make that one. I'll be like, take a look at this cool figure guy, and my kid got nothing for Christmas. Catwoman, the Catwoman deluxe. Steve, real
Oh
sacrifice.
shit.
Real sacrifice, buddy.
Steve really sold that laugh. He's really impressed.
Oh,
That was a genuine laugh, actually.
it's real.
It's
Missed that guy. Had to get him out there. All right. We are really leaving this time. So stay safe out there. Have a great rest of the week. And we'll see you soon. Too sweet, my friends. Wolfpack.
Thanks for the
Out.
support, everybody.
Thank you.